Welcome to Oh shit! No, that's streaming. Okay, cool. Just recording. Hey everyone! Welcome to another episode of. Thank you.
Yeah, it's because of the vape.
Dorms and Deans. Today we are planning for 10 minutes and 10 minutes only. Before we gotta go and grab the pizza.
This food is important.
All right. So. Where we had last session, our heroes were doing a flashback from before they went on vacation of how they got written up multiple times, almost fired, which might spell their deaths, knowing that the threats of Indominus Crisp, if they ever get fired, still looms in the air. Our heroes paid off their debts and paid off their write-ups, and they are now. And after that, they proceeded to investigate things, have a lot of social encounters, and prepare for the school evacuation exercise.
I got pardoned.
Yes, you got pardoned by King Rodolphon.
He's sketchy still. I have one on the go.
So yeah. What else? You were after the students all left for Baldur's Gate, your characters stayed behind. You were equipped with night vision goggles. You were equipped with air bubbles to protect you against the poison. And the other security team released this green gas all over the midnight sky of Candlekeep that is spreading around, hiding things. And you heard a stone slab raising across the ground near where you were standing. Y'all were standing near the what's it called? Alchemist Tower, where the poison gas was coming out of, and you saw the 5 regents, the board of regents, who are having a meeting tonight in the middle of the poison gas. Coming out from the bowels of the earth and heading towards the main hall. They're now walking slightly ahead of the poison gas, but you are losing sight of them as they're heading away. You had a small talk with with Cronenberg, this sort of strange floating creature in the pose of a vampire that's asleep, with no mouth, no nose, and only the holes for the eyes. And that's where we had left off. So, you rolled successfully, and all of you had equipment that worked, which means the air bubbles are successfully protecting you from the poison gas.
Yay! Successful protection.
Yes.
Love it.
I made it a roll because you work for a school, so...
At least we didn't die.
So there was a chance the equipment that they gave you would not work.
But knowing Indominus Crisp, that would be a way for him to fire us indirectly. And leave it to chance.
Alright. So, do your characters want to do something in the few seconds before, or minutes before all of the vermin will start moving because of the poison gas?
Let's see. I might have.
So that's flammable.
Yeah, good question.
Make an intelligence saving throw to see if you asked that question ahead of time. I see a 9 or 6. Oh, that's a 6.
That's a 6.
Yeah. What's
6,
your?
You do not
6,
ask that
7,
ahead
8,
of
9,
time.
10, 11.
You have a +5 on your intelligence. Oh, you're proficient in saving throws. Yes.
Yeah.
11. You did not ask.
Fuck.
You don't think that it is flammable because that's video game logic. The green gas is poisonous and flammable. That's not something that a lot of gases have those two properties.
Oh, there's torches, anyways.
Yes.
Right. So yeah.
Yes. Well, most of the school relies on magical lights.
Yeah, but
So you don't know for sure.
well, only one way to find out.
That's what I like to hear. Okay.
Oh my gosh.
I'm gonna go full Megumi on this one. Explosion!
Do you have? So you have night vision goggles, right?
Yeah.
They only allow you to see in white and black, not colored. You still have your lantern.
True.
That your lantern will give you, for example, the ability to see colors if you're carrying it with your mage hand.
I was gonna mention that. Mage hand. Lantern. More light.
Okay, so your lantern has been floating next to your head this whole time.
Can I say?
And as the gas passed through it, it did not in fact explode.
Yay! I survived!
I'm going to actually. Oh yeah. For my before, I'm going to ward La Raza with Sanctuary.
Sanctuary, hell yes. Okay, so the Raza, if something tries to hit you, they have to make a wisdom saving throw to not or else their attack, and if they fail, their attack has to be redirected against another creature. Anybody else wants to use some concentration spells to cast them before we start combat?
Yeah. Can I cast 2 spells?
Yeah, for sure.
So
If both of them are concentration, they both won't last. And remember, you did crosses instead of for yes they are concentration
yes,
instead of checks
for they're not.
Yeah.
For X's, I used X's.
Yes.
Okay. So one of them is not concentration. I would like to cast Bark Skin.
Hell yes.
Who has an AC that's less than 16?
I do.
I do too. Okay. What's your armor class?
Good.
13.
Yeah, but
Okay, we
I
all
already
do.
got Sanctuary.
Yeah.
So
I
I'll
have.
cast it on Kazara's.
Okay.
The pizza's ready.
And then the pizza's ready already?
Yeah.
All right.
12 o'clock already.
And that's the end of today's episode.
Wait.
Woo! Protection!
I want to cast Continual Flame too.
Sure. You can tell me what that does while we're grabbing the pizza.
Okay.
All right, and we're back. We're not actually going to play only 10 minutes. That was a bit. It was not a very funny bit. Cool. So, Damien, would you be okay with putting on chase music? We return as the characters are casting spells, preparing for a combat with all of the magical vermin that is in Candlekeep at the moment. As you're sort of preparing, so the Raza now has poison on his dagger. Haley, are you activating
Carrie. Can I see the
one
remote?
of? Are you activating one of your beast, one of your shape-shifting abilities?
No.
Hmm?
I don't think so. Not yet.
Okay, cool. Are you concentrating on anything?
On the Bark Skin that I cast on Kazara's.
I don't think Bark Skin is concentration.
It is.
It is? Okay. Cool. And the Raza has and Gazaris has cast Sanctuary on the Raza. Cool. So, perfect music, love it. As this shakes up, your characters start to hear this sort of like vibration that is coming from beneath your feet. The gas is now getting sucked into the underground through the grids into the sewers and then the dungeon beneath it. As this is happening, you hear things coming from below, making their way towards the surface, and after a few seconds, the ground stops shaking, and out of a grid that is in front of you that just flies open with a bang, you see this like torrent of insects. Most of them flying, but a lot of them crawling on the ground, emerging from beneath. Almost as soon as they do, the ones that touch the green gas drop, literally like flies. The swarm starts to move away. They're joined from the gas. I imagine that your characters follow.
The horde of insects?
Yeah,
Yeah.
but also the gas that is moving forward.
Yeah, I guess we
Okay.
do. That's our job, right?
Yep. Okay. As you do, I need everybody to make a perception check.
Oh, joy. I took mine out and I forgot where I put it.
I rolled a 14.
14. Excellent. So, Rot, you're able to spot something.
Wait.
All of you.
Well, I actually lost my dice.
That was a 13.
13?
Oh, there.
Yeah. It
Let me
was
see
right
what
on,
I roll.
Perception?
Deception, yes.
14.
14? Okay. Cool. So both of you rolled 14.
I rolled a 10.
You rolled a 10. Deeper beyond the to the edge of your dark vision, you're able to see other things that are moving in out of buildings or out of the way of the gas that crawl with the insects, but that aren't insects. In fact, what you spot is from a distance, y'all are going to be able to see a few creatures. One of them is a rug of smothering. One of them is a chest mimic, and another one is a flying sword. That are all of those are basically types of mimics in this setting, and they're all heading away from the gas, which happens to be in the direction of the Great Hall. You realize that the gas is pushing all of them exactly where the Board of Trustees is, and that it would be a terrible impression on your abilities as a security team if they got there on time. As you rush in, we're going to start this combat. The reason this map is taking so much of the table is because it's a chase scene.
Oh, fuck.
All right. So the objective is you want to stop them from getting to the hall over here. Okay. These insects are all of the insects that are here. I don't have any figurines on the table for the mimics. But as soon as you enter, there is a chest and a carpet right in front of you in this corridor. These are your three characters. These are the trapdoors. There's some of those are basically like smaller rugs. And I can describe the rest of the stuff as you get to it. In front of you, there are also three of those insects, and I need everyone to roll for initiative.
16, 18. Because plus 2 initiative.
Cool.
16.
18, 16. Those are good. Those are good.
8.
Okay. Cool. So, who did 18? Lurasa?
Yeah. You can have what you can.
Alright. I'm gonna have. It's time for the big dice. Okay, ooh, those rolled well. They have. Okay, dexterity is +1, so. Cool. And then these, we're gonna use the. Okay, cool. And for those, I rolled a 5 plus 3 is 8. So they're right after rot.
Thank goodness they're after me.
All right, cool. On their first turn,
They're after you.
on the first
So
turn,
that's it.
the
Oh.
my things don't do anything visible, so it is now Laraza's turn. You have a good view of the map. You know what the conditions. You place the tiles, so yeah. There's a.
I just wish I knew what they were.
So there's a big carpet in front of you, a chest right here, 3 of those magical creatures, and a single tile right there that sort of like stands out as a masonry, and you're right here.
Oh. You know what? I'm just gonna, with the short sword, stab the carpet in front of me just to make sure he's on a
Okay.
smothering.
So you use your action to attack. Make an attack roll for me, please.
Green glowing blade! Just burn it. 16.
Hell yes. Plus.
Plus what? What I add to it?
Whatever your +1 dagger of poison gives you.
No, that was the short sword. I used the short sword. It's first.
Okay, yes. Cool. And with a green flame blade, got it. So you're doing, you're doing the d6 of the short sword, I think,
Yeah, d6.
plus, plus your dexterity for damage.
Plus 2.
Okay. Plus the green flame blade.
I need to check what that does. That's a 3 for the 6.
So 6 points of damage.
Wait, that's a roll of 3 plus 2.
Okay, so that's 5 points of damage.
Where's it? When I hit the target surface, weapon attack, normal effects, and you can cause green flame to bleed from the target to a different creature choice.
Yeah.
The same creature takes fire damage equal to your spellcasting ability modifier.
Okay, cool. Your spellcasting ability modifier is a +5 +6.
Plus 5.
Okay, and it jumps to a creature that is within 5 feet
Within 5.
of the enemy or of you.
Within 5 feet of it, it says.
Okay, cool. So because it's so big, you can have it jump to the chest if you want.
Yeah, I'll do that.
Okay, cool. What's the So yeah, it's a +5. So you do 6 points. So you do 5 points of damage to both of them.
Okay.
Cool.
Are they screaming like they're mimics?
They are not screaming like they're mimics.
So much for you not preparing Thunderwave and doing extra property damage.
Did he destroy the rug or the
So
chest?
okay, give me just 1 second. I'm doing just a small amount of math.
I mean, it doesn't say that it causes burn damage.
So it's like it's.
I think it's just the second one that.
Yeah,
causes
it's flame damage. Yes.
Hey, calm down. Come on, lay down. I'm gonna give you this food.
He said
Okay,
yes
so
before.
that's cool. All right. I need all of. So you stab it. You plant your sword into
Into a corner.
into the corner of the rug. The rug gets damaged by the sword. You feel it impact the stone floor beneath. You drag your blade across. Out of it shoots this like green flame through the surface of the carpet onto the chest, and the chest is now on fire.
I was just thinking that's just like a poke on the carpet and just like pull it out.
Yeah. So
Straight out.
that was
To cause minimum damage to the carpet.
that was your action. You still have your movement and your bonus action.
I guess I'll just move it and try to put the fire out the chest.
Okay. Cool. So you're moving 1, 2, 3, 4 like this.
Yeah. And I'll
Okay.
just, if I can, get the
If you
water
want,
skin.
if you want, so if you want, you can use more of your movement to try to get closer to the spiders, because you only used 4 out of 6. So you could still move here, be in contact with the spiders, and put out the chest.
Yeah.
Because then if they move away from you, you get an attack of opportunity.
I'll do that.
Cool. Okay. So, so you run over the rug. As you get to the chest and you start patting it, there is a motion beneath your feet. The rug was bluffing, and in fact, it is a rug. It is the rug of smothering.
Ah.
So I need you. Let me make an attack roll with
And
advantage because you let your guard down, buddy.
At least it got damaged a bit.
Yes. Okay, so I got a +5. I rolled a 6 and a 7, so that is a so the 7 plus 5 is gonna be a 12 to hit you. What's your AC?
13.
13, so I missed. The rug of smothering doesn't catch you.
Yay!
As you move a little bit farther and you get in range of those two, you start to tap to try to put out the fire with your bonus action, and as you do...
Did you make a wisdom saving throw to do the attack?
Oh, I did not! You're right. What's the...
What's What's that for?
Because you have Sanctuary on
Oh,
you.
yeah.
So that's 13...
It would probably be for the spell save DC, I assume. It doesn't actually say in the wiki.
Yes, it's for your spell save DC against Wisdom.
Mm-hmm.
What's your...
The DC is 12.
Okay, I rolled a 13, so I passed. It was successfully able to attack you.
But still fail.
But still failed, yes. Laraza, as you start to pat the mimic, your hand doesn't come off the first pat. This one was also bluffing, and so this isn't even a reaction on my part. You're now stuck to the mimic because it has an adhesive form. The mimic adheres to anything that touches it. A huge or smaller creature adhered to the mimic is also grappled by it. Ability checks made to escape this grapple have disadvantage.
But I'm gonna cast guidance on him, and so he has
Oh, that's concentration.
No, it's touch. Dang. Oh, it is concentration.
Yes. Here's the deal. We can say that was the concentration spell you were concentrating on that you cast before the turn, while everybody was like preparing what spells they were gonna concentrate on. Does that?
I think I would just rather keep bark skin.
Oh right, yes, because you do have bark skin as well. So yeah. It's also guidance. I don't think is a reaction spell.
But still, I
It's
still
an
got the.
ability check.
Yeah. It's not a reaction spell, so you can't cast it outside of your turn. Cool. Damien, and it already had its turn, so it was holding an action to attack whoever tried to touch it. So not only
I still got sanctuary.
so it is now going to try to bite you. I get a +5. I rolled a 3 and a 7, so it also doesn't hit you.
Yay! I got saved.
Cool. That is the end of your turn. Your action, your movement, your bonus action. It is now Casares' turn.
So Casares, can you burn that carpet to a crisp with your acid breath?
Yes, I definitely can acid the carpet.
Okay. Would you like to move to a position where you could get the carpet and other things with your breath?
Yes.
Okay, cool. Do you...
Wait. My breath is a lying weapon. It's not a cone.
Oh my gosh, you could get... you're right in the right line to get the carpet, the chest, and the spider.
All right. I will try for that. It's 30 feet. So however I need to do to optimize
1, 2,
that.
3, 4, 5, 6. So you could hit everything from exactly where you are. Go.
Okay.
That's a save DC against what? I think it's based on your Constitution plus proficiency.
Let's see, Constitution. So that would be Constitution plus proficiency would be 5.
Okay, so it would be a difficulty of 13. Cool. So dexterity saving throw. That's a fail for the chest. That's a pass for the rug of smothering. Is it half damage if I pass or no?
Let me look up. Let me look up a dragonborn.
Yep.
Just you can use paper. There, the paper.
Oh, wait. Yeah.
I put as much of your
Yeah.
stuff in there.
Racial size, draconic ancestry. 8 plus your constitution.
Have much damage on a successful.
2d6 damage on a failed save. Half as much damage on a successful.
Half as much. Okay, roll the 2d6.
Alrighty. If my dice book
So
come
he rolls both 2d6, then just divides it in half.
Just cuts it in half.
Yeah.
Alright. Yeah. 2d6.
So it does automatic.
Okay, so 8.
8.
4.
Hell yes.
Do I have to roll for each one?
Nope. So you're gonna do 8 damage to it's acid damage too. So those are deeply hurt because they're objects. The mimic failed its save, so it takes 16. It has vulnerability to acid, so it takes 16 points of acid damage. The spider instantly dies because those things have 1 HP. And
it just doesn't die. It's a puddle of goo now.
the other 2, I'm pretty sure survive.
But not doing well.
Yes, not doing well. Okay, so it would have been just 8 points of damage to the one who passed, and a full minus 18.
Oh, but it's 3d6 at next level.
Oh, nice.
We're level 5.
So 8, minus 16.
And the carpet
That's
and the
37.
chest were also damaged with the.
Wait, what
Yes.
save did you do?
Dexterity.
Oh yes, that's right. That's
Uh,
the correct one.
Because that's the save to escape a dragon's breath. And so logically,
That makes sense.
it's also the save for
So
that.
did the chest or the rug go kaput?
Nope, both of them are still alive. Mimics have a little bit more HP than your average enemy. They're pretty tanky. So that was your action, movement, and bonus action for you.
Movement. I will get closer to
Okay.
Raza.
Do you step on the rug?
No,
Okay.
obviously.
1, 2, 3, 4, 5, and 6. This is the closest you can get without stepping on the rug.
Okay. Wait, are there 2 rugs?
No, there's just one. It's just pretty big.
Oh, that whole thing is the rug of smother.
Yes, that
Yeah.
whole thing.
I-
That's how Liraza was able to like hit it with a melee attack and have it transfer over to the chest over there.
Yeah, and I can't do attacks as bonus actions.
You cannot. No, I
Okay.
believe potions are a bonus action. In at least in the homebrew that I'm doing, I don't know if it's a bonus action for you to drink your daily elixir. Okay, Rot, it's gonna be your turn in just a second. Do you know what you want to do?
Carpet.
So I have a question.
And I probably have an answer.
Are our enemies moving after each turn?
On their turn, yes.
They're moving on their turn.
Yes, which is right after yours.
Okay.
If you want to get closer, get a better view of the map, that's
Okay.
like fully allowed.
I can see it
Okay, cool.
from where I am.
Wait, aren't the mimic?
Is anybody else eating pizza? If not, I'd like to get it off the table.
Sounds good.
Okay, one more slice.
Yeah. Looks like there's enough for one more slice.
We are not-
$4
This episode is not sponsored
by Domino's.
by Domino's.
That was
Um,
coincidence.
Where should I put them for
You can
safekeeping?
put them in the fridge. You find space in there.
I'm not against like breaking them, putting the meat pizza in the veggie box if needed.
Oh yeah, that's smart.
I am not against that. So,
Cool. Kazaris, do you know what you want to do on your with your bonus action? I don't
think I have much. I
Yeah.
can.
Artificers don't have much in bonus actions. A lot.
Unless it was drinking the elixir, there's really nothing that I
Right.
think I have that I can do.
What the elixir you got today is the elixir of flight.
Mm-hmm.
What does it do?
It grants me flight. Drinker gains flying speed of 10 feet for 10 minutes.
10 speed? Oh, that's
10.
not 10 feet.
Mm-hmm.
That's
For
okay.
10 minutes.
Cool. That's like a third of what you can move right now. So
that's good.
Yes, it would not be like very fast flying, but I would be able to.
if you gave it to something that had a flight speed, that I would count it as an extra movement.
Yeah,
All right.
but
Cool. All right. So it is Rot's turn.
Okay. On my turn, I would like to pull out my broom of flying,
Hell yes.
and I want to fly in front of the horde.
Okay. That's how many feet of movement? 60?
So it says I can move up to a mile.
In one turn?
No. It has a flying speed of 50 feet.
50 feet, got it.
But it says you can. Oh, I can send the broom to travel alone for a mile. Gotcha.
Oh, nice. I didn't know that. Cool. So 50 feet allows you to move 10 squares, right?
Okay.
A lot of those creatures are using their maximum speed, which is a flying speed. Okay, so they're up in the air. You have two options here.
Wait, they're up in the air?
Yeah.
They're not all like spiders and stuff?
A lot of them are spiders on the ground, but some of the spiders are just on the walls. So there is a chance you will get attacks of opportunity from every single enemy along the way.
Before I
Just
do that, then can I use one of my wild shapes to activate my symbiotic entity
sure.
to have my halo of spores cause more damage?
Yes. You cause damage as a reaction when something gets into your halo of spores or starts their turn there. So yes, you can do that. That's a bonus action.
No, it's an action.
Okay. So just to let you know, there's two actions that might be handy in this moment. Disengage means you cannot be targeted by attacks of opportunity this turn. Okay? Which means you could move through the spaces of all of those things. They can't attack you for this turn.
Okay.
Okay? Dash doubles your movement, so you could move 100 feet. Both of those are an action, so you can. So if you want, you can either. Like if that's how you would want to spend your action other than Hail of Spores or something else, you could either move 100 feet or move 50 feet without anything attacking you. So, for example, 1, 2, 3, 4, 5, 6, 7, 8, 9, 10. You could get to here by disengaging with no attacks of opportunity.
And then I would, if I dash, I would be able to move 10 more spaces potentially.
Exactly.
But then if I pass a creature that's flying, they have an opportunity to attack me.
That is correct, yes.
So let's see how many I would move.
You would be passing by with the shortest route. This one you would need to get over here, so this one would get an attack.
This one?
This one right here.
This one.
Yes. And then I'm gonna.
How about, can we have some way of knowing which
Yes.
ones are flying and which
all
ones
of
aren't?
all of the little beetle hordes.
Yeah.
Are all flying. The spiders and scorpions are on the ground.
Okay,
So
cool.
you would get 1, 2, 2 and
Well, what if I did
3 attacks of opportunity.
so 1, 2, 3, 4, 5, 6, 7, 8, 9, 10.
Okay.
1, 2, 3, 4, 5, 6, 8, 9, 10. So I wouldn't quite make it if I went that long
Yeah.
a route.
You can cut some corners. Like you can cut some, like cutting some corners makes you take more attacks of opportunity, but it also makes you take less. It makes you take more attacks of opportunity, but it gets you farther. Or you can try to maneuver away from. Actually, hold on. This one always gets an attack of opportunity on you because you have to move through one of those squares. This one will always get an attack of opportunity on you because you have to move through one of those squares. And these two are on the side, so you have to take an attack of opportunity from one of those two. So you might as well just move over here with the first 10, and then take 2, and then go further if you want.
Okay, yeah, I'll do that. I'll disengage and then I'll fly.
To here?
Yeah, was it this? Does
Yeah.
it matter which one?
No, you could only get to this one on time. Okay, cool. So no attacks of opportunity. Rot flies through. This is the equivalent of like going full speed on a motorcycle on the highway when there's a swarm of insects without a helmet. You have your mask, but it has holes for the eyes, so you're getting hit by a ton
Thank
of
goodness
them.
I have my mask.
Yeah.
Wait, but don't I have dark vision goggles on?
They do, because they don't have dark vision. You have dark vision naturally, so you don't get.
You should have just taken them instead.
That's what I'm saying. I feel like that's unfair.
I don't think they would work really well with the mask. Imagine wearing a mask on top of those like heavy magical goggles.
I mean, she can always wear the goggles on top of the
Yeah, I
mask.
would have worn the goggles.
No! I'm putting an end to this right away. Cool, you disengage, so none of the potential mimics are going to do anything to touch you. Any bonus action?
Does anybody have any?
Nobody's taken damage yet.
No one's taking damage yet.
No.
Okay, then no.
Okay, cool. Alright, so it is now the turn of the insects. All of those who can get away from you, okay. So there's 4 of them that start their turn near where you are. Rot, would you like to use your Halo of Spores to kill one of them?
Yeah.
Okay, cool. They have 1 HP, and you're doing automatic damage, so you just kill one. You don't need to roll for anything.
Okay.
Okay? Show me which one you want to kill. The one that's like the.
Yeah, the one that's in front of me.
Okay, cool.
Oh wait, could I kill the flying ones?
Yeah, you could kill the flying
Yeah, I
ones
want to kill
instead.
the flying ones.
Cool. Okay.
Sorry.
No, you're good.
I think you kind of meant the ones that would have otherwise hit your face.
Yes.
Cool. Okay. So. Okay. You use your reaction, so you can't really stop them if they move without disengaging. But they also have a sense of the danger that you pose. So they are going to use their special attack on your broom.
My broom.
Yes. What is your armor class, please?
13.
Okay, cool.
Oh, I didn't do it.
All right. So, one of them moves up along the walls to basically get to the height where you are and bites at you. As it does, it can target one of the 2 magical items that you have on you and try to disable it. As it does so, if you want to spend a level 1 spell slot, you can use that instead. Okay? I need you to make a Constitution saving throw, please.
I rolled a nat 20.
Nat 20. So, none of your objects or spell slots are stolen by this creature as it hits you. It deals 1 point of damage to you.
Take it.
Okay, cool. So, and then it's gonna move its speed. Okay, so the ones at the front are just gonna dash. They're gonna do. So that's gonna be. They have 20 speed, so they'll be moving 40. So that's 8 squares. Okay, 1, 2, 3, 4, 5, 6, 7, 8. All right, and then I move all of those ones to the same spot. Those ones are dashing to get away from you. The rest, this one makes an attack and moves 1, 2, 3, 4. Cool. I think all of them, seeing how fast you moved, are going to do their, are going to try to just move their movement, but then do 1 attack against you. 1, 2, 3, 4. 1, 2, 3, 4. Okay. 1, 2, 3, 4. So all of those can be here and here. They get away from you because okay. So 1, 2, 3, 4. They get away from you because you can only attack one if you have your reaction left. And there were 1, 2, 3, 4, 5, 6 that are going to attack you. Alright, time to roll a lot of dice.
Do I need to roll a dice?
Yes, every time that I succeed on attacking you, you're going to need to do a Constitution saving throw. Alright, so your armor class you said is how much?
13.
13. So 2 with plus 5. 3 of those are gonna hit you, and 4 of those are gonna hit you. I need you to make 4 Constitution saving throws, please.
15.
Okay, that passes.
12.
Uh,
3.
okay,
Oh, 7.
okay,
And 18.
okay. So they're targeting your broom. One of them with your 7 gets through. It's in that. So as it hits your broom, you can feel the magic of the broom fading. In that instant, you can spend a level 1 spell slot to maintain the magic of the broom.
Yeah, heck yeah.
Okay, cool. So you see this like green mutated insect that is clearly just a beetle that's been like staying on the grounds of this magical scroll for too long and mutated, jumps over to you, grabs your broom, and you see the magical energies sort of like swirl out of the broom and into its mouth. You press magical energy of nature into its mouth instead, and it drinks it all up, growing in size as it does, and you're going to take 4 points of damage from the 4 landed hits on you. And that's it. Cool. That's what the Blatodias do. They can also target your bubble spheres or your glasses of night vision.
They're runners.
Cool. That is the turn for the Blatodias. Some of them are running really far ahead, and the rest are eating your magical energies. New turn, that's gonna be the Mimics.
No, not the mimics.
Okay. They're gonna pile up on you because you're immobilized. The Rug of Smothering is gonna have advantage to attack you.
So ours is there too.
Yeah. The rug,
Yes.
yes. But they're thinking tactically. So the Rug of Smothering attacks you.
Yes. And it needs to make a Wisdom saving throw.
You're right.
8 plus 5.
So that's gonna be 8. So that's gonna be okay. It fails. Would a 13 hit you?
Would a 13 hit
No.
just...
You have bark skin.
His bark skin
Okay,
is 16.
So the Rug of Smothering tries to go for Leraza. You see the magical light. What does Sanctuary cast by you as an artificer look like?
Basically, my idea for it is that, like, as it, like, moves towards him, sort of, like, the space around him gets all, like, distorted and fractally, and it just shoots off in another direction.
Okay, cool. It shoots in your direction, and your bark skin sort of blocks the attack. The rug is not able to smother either of you with its action. The mimic is going to try to bite you again.
Yes, and it will also have to make a wisdom.
Oh yes, you're right. God damn it. Okay. So 13. What's your spell save?
My spell save DC is 12.
What? Okay, hold on. What is your intelligence modifier?
My intelligence modifier is 2.
Okay, so right now it should be 13 because your proficiency bonus got added to this. Okay.
Okay, so it should be 13.
Yeah, it should be 13. I did roll a 13, so I beat it. So I am actually targeting Laraza. Laraza does a 15 hit you.
Yes, 13 plus.
Okay, so you're going to take 1d8 plus 1d8.
So 2d8.
Yes, I'll be rolling them shortly. Cool. So you take okay, 8 plus 3, that's 11 blood 11 piercing and then 3 acid. So for a total of 14 points of damage.
22. Thank God for that 8 that I rolled.
It goes in. It's able to claw at. It's able to wrap its tongue around you, and it can modify its shape so it grows teeth on its tongue that sort of like plant into your arm that you were just using to try to pat this chest that you put on fire. That is it for the turn of the mimics. Unless, let me check. Which ones did I say were gonna be mimics last time?
Can I use a mimic as a weapon to hit one of the bugs?
Okay, that would be hilarious. I love it.
Also, I think we forgot. You,
What?
no, you use your bonus action to put the chest.
Yeah.
You could have used your bonus action to destroy, to like do your poison attack. Okay, blah, blah, blah. I didn't say anything. You didn't hear nothing. This is the first one. This is the second one. This is the third one. Okay, so it's not for this one. Okay, cool. We're good. We are good. I just needed. So I know which objects on the map are mimics and which ones aren't.
So not all of them are mimics?
Oh yeah, no, not all of the
There's only one more mimic after the chest and the...
that you saw. You only saw 3, but there might be more. Mimics! Oh, I want all of you to know, this is all technically Damien's fault. Because we did the one-shot with the other security team, and depending on how well the security team, they would either have better pay than you.
We never finished that.
Yeah, you never finished that, and so as a result, I decided some of the mimics got away. It's because we didn't finish.
That's because Drew was getting butthurt.
It's not your fault. It's Drew's fault that I had to make that call. But yeah.
Damn it, Drew. Whoever you are.
He's one of the sous chef?
Yeah, sous chef. He's been promoted to executive sous chef. Anyways,
He
moving on.
was promoted, or
Yeah, he was promoted and transferred at the same time. Cool. So Liraza, it is your fault.
literally.
It is your turn. It is your turn. I'm sorry. I'm so sorry.
He's sad now.
No, it's okay. I get to put mimics in my game now. I love using mimics. There's so many memes.
Can I swing my arm with the mimics on it and try to hit one of the bugs?
Yeah.
use the mimic.
You can certainly try. It's a big chest. Have you seen the trailer for the Dungeons and Dragons movie?
No.
Okay.
I've seen it.
No.
There's a mimic in the trailer. It gives you an idea of its size.
I guess I use one of my free hands to try to stab it with the poison dagger.
Okay, cool. You can also stab it with your other hand as well. Cool. So make an attack roll for me, please.
15.
15 hits.
I'm gonna set it with the poison dagger.
Yes.
So that's a 1d4 plus 3.
Okay.
Can I attack in the chest?
Yep. So what is the attack bonus here again? The attack bonus?
The attack bonus is what you add to your dice when you're making the attack.
So I'll add a plus 5 to it and then a plus 3? Or just a plus 3?
Just a plus 5.
Just plus 5. I want to have that 1d4 plus 3.
So that's just the regular damage, and then you have the extra poison damage that you can activate once per day.
Oh, so that's plus 3.
No, that's that.
The poison damage is a different type of damage.
Okay, it's a 3.
Plus 3, so that's 6 points of damage, and then you roll 2d6 for the poison.
No! I'll get it. Here's a D6.
6, 7, 8, 9, 10. 10.
10, hell yes. Okay. You raise your you raise your poison dagger. You plant it into the head of the mimic. You see that it resists the first attack. You don't quite reach its brain, but as the poison dagger, you see like little fangs come out of the hilt that hit the flesh, and you see that the flesh around your dagger starts to grow gray, then purple, then black, and the mimic just sort of dies. Its adhesive skin releases you. You are no longer grappled.
Yay! The mimic is dead. Right?
Yes, the mimic is dead. So I'm taking it off of the board. It's only the rug of smothering. So, you still have your bonus action if you want to do an extra attack. Okay, no, actually, you were here.
Yeah.
I didn't move those two. I should have moved those two.
Yeah, because the chest was right here.
Yeah.
Oh, so they moved?
Yeah, this one. This one we're gonna say had to stay here. Or take an attack of opportunity on you. Okay. Bonus action?
I can disengage, right?
For sure.
Like I said, disengage and go where Rod is?
Okay, cool. You can move 6 squares.
1, 2, 3, 4, 5, 6.
Hell yes.
Nice.
Okay, cool. That is a good turn. Kazaris, it is your turn.
Okay, so we still have the rug mimic?
Yes. And it is next to you.
Okay, so I am going to attack with my I'm going to attack it with my sickle.
Okay.
So
Go ahead and make your attack roll.
let's see. Dirty 20.
Hell yes, that hits.
And then let's see. Oh wait, that was more than a dirty 20 because that's the bonus to attack, right? Oh, wait, is the attack bonus a bonus to the damage or the attack roll?
It's a bonus to the attack roll.
Okay, yeah, it was more than a dirty 20.
Cool.
Okay, so it'll be... Alright, that will be 4 slashing.
4 slashing against the rug. Okay, you got it. Okay. Right. It is not quite dead.
I imagine it's probably pretty close.
It is very close indeed. So you still have movement and a bonus action.
The rug hangs on by a thread, guys.
If you
I am going to position myself in front of the rug.
Okay. Do you want to be as close to the action here without taking an attack of opportunity?
I will say that I am definitely going to make sure I finish off the rug.
Okay. Yeah.
I'm going to make sure I finish off the rug, wherever that puts me, because
Cool.
I'm kind of a bit far from
Yeah.
this end of it.
You can take an attack of you can take an attack of opportunity from the bugs and still be within the rug distance in case it tries to run away.
I don't think I'm gonna
Okay.
take an attack opportunity right now.
Sounds good. A bonus action at all?
Yeah, I don't get many of those. I don't think I have.
Do you have a healing word?
I do have healing word. Who? Kazara's needs healing word?
You're
Yes.
Casares.
Laraza, sorry.
No, you're Casares.
Yes. Yes, I will do healing word on Laraza. Because I always have healing word prepared.
Oh yeah, as an alchemist, right?
Mhm.
What does that look like?
So for healing word, I sort of picture it as like, depending on the injury, but I'm assuming he has mostly like cuts and
Cuts and acid damage.
So basically it would be like these little like glowing threads stitching up all the damage.
Okay.
That's enough.
Yeah, magical string like a surgeon's
Yes.
appears on your flesh and sort of starts to close it. How much healing did you do?
It is 1d4 plus your spellcasting modifier.
Spellcasting modifier. I'm assuming that's my spell attack bonus?
Yes.
Okay, so 1d4 plus that. Pretty decent. Okay, that's 6.
Okay.
You've restored 6 hit points.
Cool. And I think that's a spell slot used up.
Mm-hmm.
Cool. Next up on the initiative order is Rot.
Wait, all these are one. Oh. That's not good.
Oh.
You can move diagonally too.
What?
And any of those could be okay.
Yeah.
1, 2, 3, 4, 5,
And we can.
6, 7, 8, 9, 10, 11, 12, 13.
Since they all have one.
So each of these are how much space?
5 feet. So moving from a single one.
Square
So
is
60 feet would be
60 feet would be 12.
12.
Yeah.
12.
Yeah. You have 50 feet?
60 feet.
Oh, with the broom?
Okay, so I want to dash.
Okay.
I'm gonna,
So you can get really far ahead.
I don't want to get that far ahead.
Okay.
And I'm going to take it one attack of opportunity from this dude.
Okay.
And I want... Wait. Is that my action?
Yes, it is your action to dash.
Okay. Oopsies.
Yeah, you...
It's here.
Yes. And you were
Stop
right.
it.
Yes.
I have to get in front of them for it to do anything, but I can't use an action because then I need to be able to use another action.
You can either put it back one turn. Dashing would get you very far ahead of them, no matter like how fast they're coming towards you, right?
Well, it would only give me 10 more spaces, right?
Yes, but they move 8 spaces when they're dashing.
So it wouldn't get me in front of all of them.
If you could get to here, you could use the diagonally to be here. That's a good way, like...
Yeah, but to use gust of wind to keep them from running too far ahead, I would have to be in front of them.
That's true. So your choices are...
I'm gonna dash, and
Okay.
I'm going to...
Because they're gonna move on their turn.
So let me just make sure I'm doing this right. 1, 2, 3, 4, 5, 6, 7, 8, 9, 10, 11, 12, 13, 14,
So you would be here, right?
15,
Yeah.
16, 17, 18, 19, 20.
That would be with 24. Because you move 60 feet.
No, 50 feet. 60 feet is how long my gust of wind is.
Got it, yes.
Yeah,
So
sorry,
when-
I didn't
Yeah,
make-
no, that makes sense. So yeah, you would be able to move to here.
And I would only take one attack of opportunity.
That is correct.
Fuck yeah.
Cool. All right, so that is a dash for you. Bonus action on anything?
I guess. Do I do bonus action before attack of opportunity?
You can. Oh no, you can use your bonus action after the attack of opportunity. For
Yeah,
sure.
let me. do
Oh,
that
that
after.
that's smart. Cool. So attack of opportunity on you. I rolled a 15 plus the magic drain attacks, the +5, so that's a dirty 20. I think that's gonna hit.
Yeah, my armor
Okay.
class is 13.
Cool. I need you to make a Constitution saving throw, please.
What did I do with my class? Please. Oh, an 8.
Plus
That's the.
total. Okay. Once again, this thing goes for your broom.
Okay.
You failed the check, so either the broom stops working here, or you spend another level 1 spell slot.
I will spend another level 1 spell slot.
As you do, this little horde of critters gets into the basically like the timber at the back of the broom, starts to like infest it and devour it, and you're forced to sort of like donate to them the amount of magical energy that they're draining to keep your own broom from flying forward. Cool. That is your turn. On their turn, they're all gonna move. One of them is gonna attack you, Laraza. 7 does not hit. Cool. So, oh, sorry. It was trying to attack you. Okay, this one is going to. So, okay. These ones are dashing. So that's going to be 1, 2, 3, 4, 5, 6, 7, 8. Cool. All of the other ones are behind it.
Wait, so I still get my bonus action, don't I?
Yes.
You haven't lost anything?
I have not been hit once.
Okay. So I'll use...
Your bark skin was a good
Yeah.
choice.
Yeah.
Cool.
I'm about to...
Laraza,
break.
I'm gonna do 3 attacks on you as they are trying
Wait,
to
but
take.
I can still use my bonus action.
Oh yes, of course.
So I would like to cast Healing Word on Laraza.
You no longer have line of sight by that point.
Dang.
Oh, actually, no, you would have, because they tried to intercept you here. So yes, you can cast it on Laraza as well. Go ahead and roll the d4. Damien,
Yeah.
could we have another chase music?
Oh, sorry.
You're all good.
Alright, stop.
Cool. And that's 7 points of healing. Hell yes.
So almost back to where you were.
So,
30.
28.
Yeah, well, you're at 28 plus 7 is 35. So you're almost back to full health. Cool. times.
I need to make a wisdom saving throw. Yes, I passed. Okay. Cool. So you see all of the ones that are away from your reach. They try to get away from you. They're dashing away. The ones that are right in front of you and the one that's right behind you are going to try to dispose of you. They see they're attracted to magical items. There's the one in your hand that you've been using as a weapon, and then there's the two on your head. They're gonna go for the ones on your head. One of them manages to climb on top of you, gets to your collar where the air bubble is. It starts to drain its magical energies. You see the green gas closing in on your face. You can use a spell slot to prevent the gas from reaching you.
By the way, that's three out of them on me. Sure. Here's a spell slot.
Okay. Yeah. You keep going. Hey, I just remembered. So, you have bark skin on. Every time that you take damage, you need to roll concentration to keep concentration, right? It's either half of the damage you took or 10, whichever is higher. So I need you to. So because so many of them bit you, I need you to roll 5 d20s. I need you to roll 5. They're basically Constitution saving throws.
What do I have to beat?
10.
I rolled a nat 1.
Okay, so bark skin disappears.
Sorry, is
Carrie.
Hey, you got bar skin more.
Oh joy.
Because I lost my
Cool.
concentration.
You're not concentrating on anything, and then they are going to move away from you. 1, 2, 3, and 4, because they're not dashing. 1, 2, 3,
So only one
4.
of them tried to
Yeah, you get an attack of opportunity.
just run like that, right? Just one.
Yes.
Okay.
You get an attack of opportunity on one of them as they are fleeing away from you.
Okay. It's durable.
Sure.
13.
13. Okay. Okay. Yes. 13 plus your attack modifier. That's gonna. It's a +5, I believe.
Or was it? What was it?
Either your sword or your dagger or your...
Yeah, it'd be a 5.
Cool. That is going to hit. Go ahead and roll your damage.
And that's the D4.
Okay.
1
Okay. 1 plus 5.
will be attack bonus?
Yeah.
Yeah.
Okay, cool. So that's 6 points of damage. You kill it instantly. Cool. That's the turn for them. On the mimic's turn, seeing that Kazaris is no longer protected by bark skin, the rug lunges forward. Does a 15 hit?
A 15 would hit.
All right. So you are grappled until the grapple end. You're restrained, blinded, and at the risk of suffocating. At the start of each of your turns, you take 2d6 plus 3 bludgeoning damage. So you are currently smothered. And it is Laraza's turn. Laraza,
Can I do a reaction to like?
yes. Do you have shield?
No, I do not have a shield.
Okay. Unless if you have a spell that is triggered, that is a reaction spell that is triggered by this, most classes don't have a reaction thing built into them to do something when they're attacked. Shield is one of the rare things that you can do after I say I've hit you with something.
Okay.
So, Laraza, you see Kazaris right behind you gets completely wrapped up inside of the rug of smothering. It is your turn. What would you like to do? You have ranged weapons. Or at least one ranged weapon.
Sure, I got the short bow. I guess I could try shooting the rug. God.
I have not taken any damage, so
And you're just wrapped up in it, right? Is it damaging him?
it will damage me at the start of my turn, 2d6.
Yeah, then I'll shoot it with the short bow.
Cool. Go ahead and make an attack roll. I don't. Would you like your gecko to give you the help action?
Oh, with the sight. Yes.
Okay. Cool. How does the gecko give you the help action to aim from inside of the air bubble?
I don't know. I guess.
You're telepathic.
I know, but I was trying to see how. This is basically, I think he's gonna direct me.
Yeah. It like points with its little gecko hand. You have two pairs of eyes that are helping you aim. I'm gonna allow you to get the help action. I was trying to see if you were going to be like, oh yeah, he jumps over towards the enemy in the poison gas.
What? I would have put him out of poison gas.
Go
Kill another familiar? Never.
Go ahead.
A 2.
A 2. You have advantage.
One more time. 8.
You want me to hold it?
A 10.
Okay. Plus 5.
Plus
4.
4, yeah.
Yes. That hits. Go ahead and roll your damage. And because you have one ally within 5 feet of the rug of smothering, you also do your sneak attack damage, which is really funny because okay.
A 1.
Okay, and then you add 3d6 because you leveled up, so your rogue damage is 3d6 now, right?
1. 5.
So
Okay.
it's
7.
1.
8.
So 8 plus what's the damage bonus?
Attack bonus.
No, damage bonus.
Where's the damage?
It's 1d4 plus your dexterity modifier.
1d4 plus dexterity plus 2.
Okay, cool. I forgot what we.
8 plus 2.
No, we were at least at 10.
Mm-hmm.
Yeah, so 12. You do 12 points of damage. Cool. You you shoot it with your short bow, hit it. The rug. But the rug has a fun property called damage transfer. While it is grappling a creature, the rug takes only half of the damage dealt to hit, and the creature grappled by the rug takes the other half. While you just killed it, you also dealt 6 points of damage to Kazaris.
I see that as a win-win.
I don't know how they'll feel about that, but
How do you feel about it, Carrie? You're free, and
Please
the
turn
rug
to
is dead.
Please turn to the camera with this really funny expression.
I mean, you're free, and you only have 6 points of damage compared to other people.
True. I've taken my first damage. Friendly fire.
All right.
Technically, it wasn't friendly fire. It was a transference.
I mean, I imagine how it actually works is the rug mimic is just super thin and the arrows went straight
Yeah,
through it.
exactly. That's it. That's exactly how it's supposed to work.
Wait, that doesn't he? Wouldn't he? No, because there was a magic transfer.
Can we have a different music?
Yeah.
If that's okay. Cool. That is your action. You still have a bonus action and some movement.
Oh yeah. So Casares is fine for
Yes.
now. I still got a movement. You said bonus action and a movement.
Yes.
What can I use for my bonus action again? Let's go to dash, right? Disengage.
Yeah.
Why are some of the insects not moving?
They're moving just much slower because the ones who don't use an action can dash. The ones who attack you are slowing themselves down because they're basically like those magical items are essential to those adventurers for how quickly they move, how they're able to breathe the air in the poison. So they are. So the logic is, if we land an attack, there's a chance that they can't stop any of us. Yeah, the ones at the front have been just dashing their way away from you.
The oh god.
What?
They're definitely going to go after the board of trustees.
Board of Whores.
Fuck. I still got the movement and bonus.
Yes.
And one more creatures. One enemy's dead.
So you're right here. There's this. Okay. Let me move to
Wait, are those things gonna die eventually, or are they resistant to the poison?
They like the poison is slowly catching up, and these ones. I didn't move these ones. This one just dies from the poison. It's been like just not moving for too long. But the poison is sort of like moving and catching up.
So it's like what's right.
Can we indicate somewhere on there with like this thing where
For
the
sure.
poison is?
For sure.
What's the movement speed of the poison?
I'm gonna say that it moves 40 feet.
40 feet.
So
Maybe
like
just put it off to the side of so we
Sure.
don't get it confused with what it is.
For sure. Gonna put it right here.
Okay. So anything in the poison is dead, but the mimics.
The mimics are both dead. Oh yeah.
There's a
mimics
third mimic.
Well, that we know of. There could be more. Kazars
Yes, there's a.
says our very nice dungeon master.
I don't know. What is
If you want, you can dash with your bonus action. That can help you cover a ton of ground.
Gonna get me close to rot.
Yeah.
How close?
Well, you could move 60, which is 12 squares. So that's 2, 3, 4. Actually, hold on. No. Yes, it would be 12 squares. So 1, 2, 3, 4, 5, 6, 7, 8, 9, and 12. You could get here with only 2 attacks of opportunity.
But that wouldn't that be a rug of smothering?
Oh, that could be a rug of smothering right here. Yes. Or you could also move here.
That's for my. But that'll count as my movement and bonus. Or
Yes. You can only move 6 if you're just using your movement.
But I also have the. I can also use cunning action as a bonus.
Yeah, to dash. That's what I was saying. Or to disengage.
So if I use my movement speed, I can use my bonus action as well. Right?
Yeah. You can use it to dash or disengage.
Oh, okay.
Or dodge.
Okay, I guess that's if I can save that one instead. Sure. Why not? Let's just move the regular spaces. That's
Okay.
what?
6.
6.
Yeah, and you disengage.
3, yeah. 4. Wait.
Yeah.
1, 2, 3, 4, 5, 6.
Okay, cool. You disengage, so you didn't take the attack of opportunity from this one. Cool. That is Laraza. Cazares, it is your turn. You are freed from this mimic. The only things in front of you are a torch right here, another round rug right here, a rug right here, this little slab of stone. It's among it's a more intricately carved segment of the floor at your feet.
You're not trusting it?
I think I should have added, so rot, this thing right here is like a clock. There's a rug here, a slab of stone here, a torch here, a rug here, another slab of stone. Like basically there's a ton of like small things that are present in the environment around you.
Yeah, I've taken them into account. I didn't know what they were, but
Yeah. You've been flying over them,
Been flying
so
over them.
you've been like, if there was anything dangerous happening, you would have been avoiding it.
Oh.
Why?
You know what? I am going to try to get in. Let's see. We are. Where is?
we're pretty separate.
Yes, and I could, if dashing, get 12.
Yes.
2, 3, 4, 5, 6, 7, 8, 9, 10, 11. Okay, so I would be right
Yeah,
there.
that's correct. Or right here if you wanted to.
Yeah.
Cool. This one?
Yeah. I'll do that.
Okay. So you take two
But
you take 2 attacks of opportunity from these. There's he was just saying there was a sword right here. A sword icon. Cool. So one of the 3 mimic shapes, there was a carpet, there was a sword, and a chest.
yeah, I know. What does that have to do with me though? I haven't made it there yet.
You're right.
You have not made it there yet, but it is right in front of you.
Okay.
Yes.
Well, it'll be right in front of me when I start my next turn.
Okay.
It'll
So
be alright.
19 Casares, I need you to take 1 point of damage.
I think it's good. Thank you.
Carrie,
Mm-hmm.
I need you to take 1 point of damage
Okay.
and make a Constitution saving throw. As you are passing by those creatures, they do attacks of opportunity, and one of them is going to try to drain the magic from your night vision goggles.
Fun. Yeah, so I'm probably gonna fail that.
So it's a Constitution save?
I'm
Yeah.
guessing the poison moves before anybody.
Yeah.
In the beginning of the move.
No, it's the poison moves after the bugs.
Oh, that doesn't because the bugs are at the very end.
Yes, at the very beginning of the turn. Yes,
At the very beginning
you're
of the turn.
silly me.
Yeah. So yeah, I rolled like. I rolled like 7.
Okay, so the creature reaches for your eyes. In this moment, you see that it gets on top of the lenses and starts to like put its stinger into it, close to your eye. But you see that what it's draining is the magic from the glasses. Would you like to keep your ability to see in the dark, or would you like to spend a level 1 spell slot to feed it what it desires? Magic.
You're gonna feed the bug?
Let's see. I already expended. What is it? 2 spell slots.
There, it is important to note that there is 1 torch here and 1 torch behind you that give you light in at least until when you reach where rot is. Beyond that, it might not be lit.
Yeah, beyond that it might not be lit. Well, since I don't have dark vision, So, I will expend a level 1 spell
Okay.
slot to shoo this thing off.
You got it. So that was your dash. Okay, cool. No bonus action.
Yeah, I don't think
Okay,
I have
cool.
any bonus actions I can do.
Rot, it is your turn.
Okay.
I have to say, your placement is perfect. I think.
Yeah,
it's
so-
really good.
I got here first, right?
Yes.
Okay, and my circle of spores does
Oh.
damage when a creature moves into my space.
You're right. So you could have killed this one.
Yeah.
Cool. So this one just died with your reaction.
And what's this little thing? It's pretty thing on the.
That's just an ornate stone slab that is part of the ground.
It's on the ground.
Yeah,
Okay.
basically.
And if I don't use dash or disengage, I can move and then do my action.
Yeah, for sure.
Okay. So, and 60 feet is 12 spaces?
That's correct.
Fuck. So, shit, I could get... all the way, like, up here.
Yeah. This is the hall that's just full of rugs.
Yeah, it's just full of rugs.
Yeah, it's just a bunch of rugs.
And then this, like, weird sword thing here.
Yeah, so basically it's a sword that's like
On the wall.
on the wall, and there's like a like hooks to
Holding
hook it
it.
up. Like this is like it's got a plaque and everything.
I see it.
Yeah.
And this is a chest?
And this is a chest. That is correct. Oh, I forgot. Yeah, no, go ahead.
Okay, and I can move 10. So... yeah, I wanna like fly like here.
Okay, cool.
And then I'm gonna cast Gust of Wind.
Gust of wind. Okay.
Fuck yeah.
Can you read the description of gust of wind for me?
Yes.
Oh, I am going to do one attack of opportunity on you. Because you're moving away from this thing. I rolled an 8 plus 5.
What thing? The sword?
Yeah, this little swarm right here. Oh, you were here!
I was there, I wasn't
Oh.
flying away from anything.
I'm sorry, perspective made me think I would get a lovely attack of opportunity, and I did not.
Wish.
I did not. I did wish. I really did. Cool.
So, okay, so it is concentration. It's up to a minute. A
Okay.
line of strong wind, 60 feet long and 10 feet wide, blasts from you in a direction you choose for the spell's duration. Each creature that starts its turn in the line must succeed on a strength saving throw or be pushed 15 feet away from you in a direction following the line. Any creature in the line must spend 2 feet of movement for every 1 feet it moves when moving closer to you.
Cool. So it is 10 feet wide, meaning you can affect 2 squares. So do you want those 2 squares that are closer to me that everything has to move into?
Yes,
Okay, cool. So
absolutely.
all of this is now difficult terrain. And when do they have to make saving throws to avoid being pushed?
That starts its turn in the line.
That starts its turn in the line. Hell yes. Okay, cool. Okay. I'm gonna make, I think, a special ruling because it's a
Enclosed space.
enclosed space. I was thinking that it would be like all of the squares are difficult.
Oh, okay. Sounds good to me.
All right.
I'll take it.
As you pass by the sword mounted on the wall, nothing happens. As you are flying on your broom above this third large carpet in this corridor, nothing happens.
Yeah.
Oh.
Yet.
Oh.
I love building the tension like this. It's so much fun.
It's not. Is it nothing? Or
Is it? Is
or
it something?
or
Is it nothing?
Is it a red herring?
What does it have to be on the strength saving throw?
Your spell save DC.
How do I increase that?
So your so it's based on your wisdom and proficiency. Okay,
Alright.
it's 8 plus. So what's your wisdom modifier?
2.
2. Okay, cool. And your proficiency. So that brings us to 10, and your proficiency bonus is 3. So that's a difficulty of 13. You can either wait until your proficiency bonus gets boosted again in I think 5 levels, or you can use a. On some level ups, you get a +2 to your stats.
And then I can increase my wisdom.
Yeah, that's correct.
Gotcha.
Or there's some magical items that can increase your wisdom. Cool. Excellent.
Also, so the gust of wind does disperse gas.
Yes, that's correct.
And it extinguishes unprotected flames.
Okay. There's no flames coming in this area, but it is going to blow the wind away. Cool. It is now the turn of the Blatodias. Oh boy, this is not looking too good. All right, so it's gonna be some dashing around. Let me put. Okay, so they have 8 if they dash. So that's 1, 2, 3, 4, 5, 6, 7. I'm just gonna drop it here. Okay, and this one is also gonna be 1, 2, 3, 4, 5, 6, 7, 8. And this one is going to be 1, 2, 3, 4, 5, 6, 7, 8. Cool. All of the other ones are dashing away from here, so that's going to be 1, 2,
Wait,
3,
don't they have to make strength saving
4,
throws?
5, 6, 7, 8. They have to make strength saving throws at the start of their turn.
Oh, so the next turn.
So when it's their turn next, they all risk getting pushed back 15 feet. Okay. 1, 2, 3, 4, 5, 6, 7, 8. No, sorry. 1, 2, 3, 4, 5, 6, 7, 8. Cool. This one is gonna be right here. Okay. Okay, Naraza, I want to go back to your turn for just 1 second. We're gonna move back in time for just 1 second. So, Naraza, you still have your bonus action. Okay, I'm gonna move them first. No, actually, I'm gonna move them second. Okay. Sorry, Kazaris. Karen?
Yes.
Okay, so I want to go back to your turn because I forgot something important. You stepped all the way to here. Right in front of you is one of those insects that is crawling on what appears to be a student's bag. And out of it, you see basically a crow that has black feathers that starts to tint into blue. You realize this is a familiar, and it's like squawking, trying to shoo the bug away from it. So real quick, as you see them sort of fighting, you see that the familiar is protecting something silvery and magical looking that is inside of the bag. Okay? You can use your bonus action either to grab what is in the bag for yourself, or help the familiar this Blotogia is going for the magical item. It's trying to devour it.
Mm-hmm.
Do you want to grab the object or help the familiar?
You know what? Would it be possible before that to do an Arcana check?
Yeah, for sure.
Because I don't want any dirty trickses here for me making the wrong choice.
That is true. This could be a mimic.
Actually, I was thinking of I try to save one, and like the other is the thing I should be trying to save.
For sure.
Because I was like, oh yes, I'll go. Let's see. Oh, natural 20 on Arcana.
Hell yes. This is a this is a gun of tripping. Okay. It's basically a light taser. It just does 1d6 lightning damage. It has a range of 60 feet. But anyone hit by it must make a dexterity saving throw against your spell save DC or be tripped.
Alright, I am helping the familiar and hopefully getting it into my bubble of breathing, assuming it's a small enough
Yeah.
creature.
Cool. So you shoot the insect away so that the insect is not does not grab the magical object. The bird, this little crow sees the advancing tide of poison gas and just jumps into the bubble with you, sort of like ducks. You see that it is like smarter by a lot than a regular crow if it pieced together what the situation was so quickly. But yes, excellent, cool. So you now have a little familiar that is going to help you with whatever you're doing, because it probably means it gets to survive as well.
Yeah. My worry is that the familiar was connected to the magical item, and if I helped the familiar didn't grab the item, that
it would disappear. No, but like you have two sort of black and blue wings that are like around your face, grabbing on as best as it can. Cool. And the last two. So these are each gonna get an attack of opportunity from one of you. So each of you can make an attack of opportunity against these fleeing Platodias. They're now disengaging. Yes. So.
Yes. Alrighty.
1, 2, 3, 4, 5, 6, 7, 8.
Wait. Let's see. So that would be 19 with my attack bonus.
Okay, then 19 kills it. It only has 1 HP, so it dies.
9 plus 5?
9 plus 5?
Yeah.
That is a 14. That kills this one as well. Cool. The gas moves up 80 feet. 40 feet.
That was 40.
Yes. Cool. That is the insect's turn. None of them do any attacks. Cool. Okay. This turn is going really well. Next up is the mimics. The mimics don't do anything on their turn, which means La Raza, it is your turn again. Right here.
Fun.
Maybe there's only 3 minutes.
Oh god, let's hope. Either way, I'll get an attack.
I should have prepared Identify.
Oh, dang. Wait.
It's 1 spell slot per object. Detect Magic might have... Oh, actually, no. Detect Magic, they're not magical creatures. It would have been Detect Good and Evil, which is a higher level spell to detect the mimics.
What to do?
This implies there should be a good equivalent of a mimic.
Changeling? They're a playable race.
I don't play where the player is just a horde of mimics.
No, like,
You can basically do that in Starfinder. Astrozoans are playable.
Yeah, you're technically like a mimic who can't do objects thanks to your pact. There's a bunch of ways of playing like shape changers and
Disguise Self.
Yeah, Disguise Self puts you at one of the like things closest to a mimic. And you can use Minor Illusion if you're like crouched. You can use Minor Illusion to do.
Can I cast Minor Illusion and crawl like a bug?
No. No.
That would be a major illusion.
What is your turn looking like, La Raza?
Well, I do want to move forward.
Yeah, that makes sense.
How much can you move?
I mean, if I dash, I can move 60 feet.
Yep, that's correct. That would be 12 squares. Definitely. So like 12, that would be 1, 2, 3, 4, 5, 6, 7, 8, 9, 10, 11, 12.
Why want to go through that rug?
Huh?
Yeah, why'd you have to go over the rug?
Oh, yeah, no, you could be here as well. Actually, no, it would. Yes. If you went over the rug, it would be 1, 2, 3, 4, 5, 6, 7, 8, 9, 10, 11, 12.
Not be avoiding the rug at all.
Remember what we talked about earlier?
What? Oh yeah.
And they're all one hit point.
All the bugs are.
Exactly.
I think he's mentioning Green Flame Blade. Okay, so which one is this going to be? Right here or right here?
You know what? Right there. Right now.
Okay, cool. So that is with your dash.
Yeah.
Yes, cool. You still have your action, but first I'm gonna attack you.
Because of the opportunity.
Yes. 18. I need you to make a Constitution saving throw, please. It's just a difficulty of 10 to avoid having your.
10?
Yeah.
Oh, okay.
That's the constant. You have to do a lot of. Oh no! It's a natural one. It's a natural one. It's going for your bubble of air again. You have to spend a spell slot.
Can I just use my dagger?
You cannot. It's not targeting your weapon. It's targeting specifically your ability to survive the poison.
You know what? Fine.
Well, where is the poison right now?
The poison is here.
Yeah, but it moves 80 feet, 40 feet.
It does move 40 feet, but it does get dispelled by the gust of air. How long does your gust of air last?
1 minute.
1 minute, hell yes. So you could survive one whole minute and hope that the gas dispelled before then.
And as soon as it ends, I can cast air bubble on you because it's one of the spell I have.
Nice. So do you want to keep your spell slot?
I want to keep my first.
You have just one spell slot left.
1, 2, 3. It'll be, next turn we move right here.
No, it moves. It moves 40 feet, so that's 8 things. 1, 2, 3, 4, 5, 6, 7, 8. Yeah, you would
It'll
be right
on me.
Yeah.
But then it would be your turn,
True.
right?
Yes, he would start his turn inside the poison.
Then they
That
won't
is
be able to
correct.
target the bubble anymore because it's not a magical item.
So,
Should I risk
I
it?
also have protect from poison prepared.
yeah,
That would be all of my second level spell slots.
it's a great spell. It's an amazing spell for when you're still alive. So, my question is, do you wanna keep that spell slot, or do you wanna spend that spell slot?
How many spell slots do you have?
I have 3
Yeah.
total.
Yeah, but he has 1 left, right?
No, 2 left.
Oh, okay.
No,
Yeah,
that's-
yeah. You have
If
2 spell slots.
if I need to, I can. Well, assuming I don't have to spend another spell slot, I can do
Air bubble.
healing word again.
Oh yes, for sure.
So.
So,
Okay.
go with it.
Or I could do spare the dying.
Spare the
I
dying.
use a spell slot.
Okay, you use the spell slots. Excellent. That is going to be.
Chico.
So that was your dash. You still have your action. Do you want to use your last spell slot on something? Do you want to shift? Do you want to dash
I
again?
can't shapeshift.
You got the mask.
Disguise self, but
Yeah,
what
disguise.
can I disguise myself?
Oh yeah, no, that was not a good suggestion. I was just throwing out there.
Remember what we talked about?
I know, but don't I gotta be in front of
Oh, it's an area of effect. You're going to be in the middle of them, right?
Oh yes.
what?
I know exactly what he's suggesting.
Remember? Earlier.
What is right?
Huh?
The spray?
I think so. The one you showed me, that was like the one I showed you.
Oh, okay. And would that even have any effect on it? Because
Okay.
maybe
Can-
you can't see.
No, the other one.
Which one? Rain flame flame?
Didn't you have one and you were talking about how they're all 1 hit point?
No.
I think I
Or is
thought
that just for mine?
I thought he was talking about your dragonborn breath, because he's used his. But you haven't
mine's
used...
in a straight line. So
Oh, yours is in the straight line too?
Yeah.
Yes.
Well, you could get those two. That's it.
Wait. Oh. So yours would just blind them.
Yeah.
Okay. Well, then you can blind them, and then I can show up.
Wait. No.
What?
Collar spray.
Yeah,
That's what
collar
you're
spray.
talking about. Yes, collar spray.
That's like the bug because it's a cone.
Yes. How many feet? Cone?
Fuck. Let me check. I think it's 60. If I remember correctly.
60 feet cone seems...
Or 40. Come on.
Okay.
A 15-foot cone originating from
Yes.
me.
So
15.
that would be all three of those would get hit.
They would be blinded.
Yeah, they'll be blinded.
It's based on HP, and because there's only three of them, it's automatically all three of them would be blinded. No rolls would need to be made.
Okay.
Well, what benefit does that do?
They won't see, and all attacks made against them have advantage, and all of the attacks that they make have disadvantage.
And you can dash too, right?
Mm-hmm.
Alright. I'll do that. I use color spray.
Alright, color spray. Psst. All of them are blinded. I think we have an icon for the blinded condition somewhere.
It's a thing in a bag.
Here you go. If you could find it for me, that would be lovely. Excellent. That is your turn, the Raza. It is now Rot's turn.
Wait. Don't I go next?
Oh, no. Yes. Kazaris is next. My bad.
Yes. Okay, so what I am going to do is get as close to the bunch of the bugs as possible.
Okay. Dash or no dash?
Dash if I have to.
Okay. So 1, 2, 3, 4, 5, 6 is where you get here if you don't dash.
If I don't dash,
You get here.
No. I want to be like as close to in the middle
Okay.
of them as possible.
7, 8. Do you want to step on the carpet?
I wouldn't. Where is it?
I have little trust of the.
You don't trust the carpet? You don't trust that I would put a carpet? Doesn't it tie the room together? That it's right here in this corner. Isn't it a trustworthy?
I got no spell.
I mean, all the spiders and insects ran over it.
But yeah, mimics are a bit too clever.
And so is the dungeon master.
You know what?
I can't find it. Or was it this one?
Yeah, sure. We can use this to represent it. Cool. Alright. Yes. Perfect.
Okay, so you know what?
You gonna risk it?
I'm gonna risk it.
Okay, risk it for the brisket. So that's 1, 2, 3, 4, 5. You can be right on top of all of those spiders, plus all of the ones that are gonna get pushed if they fail their strength saving throw.
Okay, awesome.
Cool.
And then for my action,
Okay, hold on. Carry. As you step onto the carpet, nothing happens.
okay,
Let's hope it stays like that.
yes.
Let's just know.
Well, I mean, let me put it this way. I'm pretty sure that even a mimic would react to this one.
Uh-oh. So that was with your dash. You have one bonus action left.
Oh, just a bonus?
Yes, because he's a rogue. He can dash as a bonus.
Oh!
Isn't that nice?
It is, in fact, pretty nice.
Wait, we weren't doing that before with my stuff. Were we?
We were.
Okay.
So, You're in a great spot to attack the bugs when they all get pushed back next turn.
Okay.
That's what it
Okay.
is.
Okay. That'll work. That'll work.
Cool.
Can he hold his bonus action?
Oh,
No,
right.
I don't think they work that way.
Okay, cool. All right. That is your turn. Rot, it is your turn.
Okay, so I'm like concentrating on the spell, right? So what actions can I do?
You can do other spells that are not concentration.
Okay.
You can attack with your melee or ranged weapon. I believe you have a crossbow or a short bow or something. You... Yeah.
No, I do not. Okay. Alright.
You just have the staff for like...
Yeah, I just have a scimitar.
Cool.
And then some cantrips.
Oh, yeah. Do you have range cantrip?
Yeah, for sure. I have chill touch
Yeah.
and infestation.
Cool.
So I haven't used chill touch before, and I know. Well, hold on.
So it's the best named spell in the whole game. I love ranting about how Chill Touch is neither a cold damage spell
I know
or
it's necrotic.
or a touch spell. It has a range of 60 feet.
Yeah, no, the range is 120 feet.
120 feet for
Yeah.
Chill Touch? Okay.
Yeah.
All right.
Damn.
And yeah, it's necrotic damage.
I think it also becomes stronger when you level up.
So it's actually 2d8 necrotic damage because we're 5th level.
Yeah. Cool. So you can hit something with a 2d8 damage on a bug and instant kill because
Yeah,
everything is
I
an
mean-
instant kill. On a mimic, it's just it's a lot of damage for free.
So
no-
can I
no-
hold my action?
Yes, you can hold your action.
I'm gonna hold my action.
Okay. You have to tell me what will trigger your action. You have to tell. So like something moves in range with you, something attacks you, something reveals that it's actually a mimic.
Something that reveals that it's something attacks me.
Okay, something attacks you.
Yeah.
Cool.
I'll use.
You,
Okay.
you don't want to use reveals it's a mimic?
It attacks
I
him.
kind of think that there's only 3 mimics.
Okay. You can. You killed 2 of them.
But if something attacks me, I'll do if something reveals itself as a mimic.
Okay.
I'll trigger it then.
Yeah, you got it.
And then you can just do it on your next turn.
Cool.
Yeah.
Would you like to move?
No.
Okay, cool.
No. Hold up, bro.
All right. So just to clarify the environment, you're flying on top of a bunch of rugs. This right here is a bag left by a student just in the middle of the corridor.
Actually, wait. There was one thing we weren't clear on earlier, and this is the whole reason why I haven't been doing anything for my bonus action. Is you said that like taking an elixir was not a bonus action, right?
I don't know.
Oh,
You should check to see if
it does not in the stuff I'm looking at online. It does not say what kind of an action
okay.
taking the elixir is. It just says that I get the elixirs and their effects, if I remember correctly.
Usually, it's very classes.
Mm-hmm. And it's under the
What's the
openness.
stuff? Candy?
And
There it is. Okay.
Thank
As an
you.
action, a creature can drink the elixir or
so
administer it.
okay, so it's an action.
Yes.
Okay.
Most of the time, it's in the description.
Okay. Yeah, no, it's just the way it was. I was like, I don't.
Okay.
Yeah.
So, Rot, you're holding your action. It is now the Blatodia's turn. On their turn, oh my gosh, okay. So some of them, the ones that are blinded are gonna retreat. They feel the pressure of the wind and they're like, no thank you. These ones are gonna dash forward. So that's gonna be...
They have to
They-
take
yeah.
a strength.
Oh
saving
yes,
throw.
yes. Strength saving throw for, oh my goodness, there's 7 of them in the blast radius. Alright,
And
so...
they have to roll higher than a 13.
Okay, cool. So their strength Oh my goodness. They are bugs. Their strength is -3.
Okay.
You said difficulty is 13?
13.
So I have to roll a 16 or higher to beat it. One of them beats it on the first of the many dice. Two of them beat it. Okay, so it's gonna be these two are not pushed back. These are 1, 2, 3, 1, 2, 3, 1, 2, 3, and these two are blasted over here. Cool, cool. Okay, that's the start of their turn. Actually, this one would just stay here within range of Laraza instead. Cool.
Nice.
All right. Okay, the three that are blind are going to attack Laraza. It still has Sanctuary on him.
And Casares?
Oh, that's Kazaris. Okay, excellent. So, Kazaris, what is your okay? So what is your armor class? I rolled a 15, a 23, and a 10.
My armor class is a 13.
Okay, 2 of those hit. I need you to make 2 Constitution saving throws.
2 Constitution saving throws.
Yes, that's correct. Actually, you make 4 because you're concentrating on Sanctuary.
You want
So-
more to roll it? Do you have a d20?
Sorry, do them in pairs of 2. So 2 first and then 2 afterwards.
Okay.
They're all difficulty 10, so that should be simple enough.
Okay, 18 and...
Oh, I'm sorry, they're blinded. None of them hit you. They're blinded.
Okay.
They have disadvantage on all of those attacks because of the color spray.
Okay, awesome.
Well then.
Oh, actually, hold on. Oh shit! I thought this one was Kazaris and this one was Laraza. I placed you in the wrong thing.
No.
No,
Yeah, you're right.
the right character.
This is Kazaris.
Yeah.
Yes,
But-
you moved me after, so Laraza was already there.
Yeah, you're good.
Oh yes. No, you're right. Yes, that's where he hits the blindness from. Okay, my bad. Thank you for.
I was like, I was in the carpet.
Okay, cool. So those 3 just do terribly. All of those are gonna move 4 squares forward. 1, 2, 3, and 4.
disadvantage?
They don't have disadvantage. They failed their save throw, but that doesn't mean that they're.
They still have to move 2.
Yes.
Okay,
they
so that's like
they
4.
dashed all of that. Okay.
Oh, damn.
Oh,
As they pass the sword on the wall, nothing happens.
What's on
1,
top of a chest?
1, 2, 3, 4, 5, 6,
this little
7.
dude.
He's gonna be here. He's gonna be here.
Attack of opportunity.
Yes, he gets an attack of opportunity from you.
So I gotta attack him.
Yeah. Okay. Cool. You use your reaction. Oh man, they're in. Y'all are doing really good with this combat. The use of
19.
19 to hit. Okay. You stab it. It dies. All right. The wall of poison death moves forward. You are now engulfed inside of it. Your air bubble is still working, so everything is fine. It is Laraza's turn.
Alrighty, let me see. I know exactly what I want to do.
Wait, he said it's Laraza's turn.
Yeah.
Okay, so I use right. I use all my spells.
Oh yeah, it's Laraza's turn. Mine's coming next.
You use all of your spells. You still have your draconic breath.
So my draconic breath and my cantrips.
Yes. I'm gonna steal some of your candy.
Yeah, go ahead.
Because I haven't
Oh,
killed
it's
all of
good.
you, so I deserve to be rewarded by candy.
No way, we're doing great. What are you talking
Green.
I wasn't giving myself credit for y'all surviving. I was giving myself credit for for making a balanced encounter.
I'm guessing you're gonna reactivate the wind spell, or you can't.
We'll see what's most pertinent at the time. How long are each of our encounters?
It should be a minute per encounter, right? 2.
How long does the spell last? Like,
Oh.
how many encounters?
That's 20 rounds.
Oh, shit.
Every round is 3 seconds.
Oh, man. Alright.
So 60 minutes is 60 seconds is 20 rounds.
So her spell's still active?
Oh,
Yeah.
yeah.
Okay.
It's been like 4 rounds.
I'm sorry, I forgot my turn. Before.
Move the poison.
Yeah, no, I moved the poison. It's right here.
Okay.
No, what I forgot to do is the Raza. You no longer have line of sight because of the corner, so the mimic runs away and gets as far away as it can away from all of you. But none of you are able to notice that, so that's just.
It's in the poison. How long does
Yeah.
it take for the mimic to die?
The when it's in object form, it's immune to the poison, and it's just moving
Doesn't have to.
while holding its breath right now.
Alright, so we let one mimic slip. Huh?
Yep. Yes.
So that was
It's
okay.
it's something I learned from a great dungeon master to be like it's great to describe what the players see. It's also really fun to describe to them what they don't see.
That sucks.
I mean, we are unaware of this, so
Yeah.
Yep.
Weird.
But still, wait, that thing was on fire.
Yeah. It's what do you call those?
That was a torch.
They're method actors.
So it literally just sets on fire.
Yeah, it sets itself on fire as a realistically a really good way to trick adventurers into thinking that it's not a mimic.
But it's so it's getting fire damage.
Yes.
So eventually
It's,
die.
it's running to get to some place where it won't be burning.
But it's still burning.
so it's on fire and holding its breath.
Yeah. It's not a great situation, but unlike the other mimics, it is still alive.
for now until the
So
point.
it's on fire?
Yeah, it's on. It was
How
a
long
lit.
can it survive while it's on fire?
It takes 1d4 points of fire damage every turn, but it has enough HP. Like
But it's holding its breath at the same time when it moves.
yeah.
So
It's not a great situation. This method actor mimic is surviving, but like it's not a glorious survival. It's like a
I'm guessing
I'm gonna need a long rest to recover from
wouldn't
it.
it? Okay. It wouldn't want to come into the. It doesn't know about the wind.
Yeah, and it doesn't care about the poison because it can just go back into object form, and then it doesn't need to breathe or anything.
Yeah.
Okay, so I'm actually going to be kind of flashy. Are you done?
No.
Oh,
I'm
you're not done.
about to.
Yeah.
We got distracted.
But what you gonna do? Okay, let's help set up. Since we're close, we're near each other. You can basically be telling me what. I'm gonna hold my action and.
Okay, you can hold your whole entire turn if you want.
Yeah, I'll do that,
Cool.
and depending on what Casares does, I'll assist him on.
Casares, it is your turn.
Okay, so what I am going to do, as an artificer is, I'm trying to make sure I look at this.
Okay, I think we're gonna be done with the fight soon, and then we can take a break because it's been
Yes.
2 hours.
So what I'm
damn.
going to do is I'm going to do Flaming Sphere.
Oh.
Yes. Okay, where do you want to cast it?
So because I can, not only is it a 5-foot sphere,
Yeah.
but I can move it 30 feet as a bonus action.
No.
Yes!
Way to get yourself a bonus.
Yes!
Oh,
Yes!
yes, the bonus action for artificers. We found it. Okay,
Yes.
cool. So it's 10 feet by 10 feet. That's one of the smaller ones. It's gonna so we can use this to represent the flaming sphere. Okay.
Wait, 10 feet by 10 feet?
No, it's 5 feet.
It's only 5 feet by 5 feet.
It's a
I'm
5-foot sphere, right?
I thought it was large.
wait, or is it a 5-foot radius?
Let me find it. I've got it here.
You got it?
It might be a 5-foot radius.
If it's a 5-foot radius, then it would be a
A
10-foot.
5 feet diameter sphere of fire appears in an unoccupied
5 feet
space.
diameter. Okay, cool.
Okay,
So it's a single fireball.
Yeah.
Let's bring out an icon.
I got one.
Yeah, you can figure out one.
2d6 fire damage on a failed save.
Okay.
Or half as much on a successful.
So you want to put it here and then basically like move it just to hit all of those like a bowling ball, or put it like here.
I was gonna start here,
Okay, cool.
and like I was gonna start like right at me.
Okay.
I guess we can use this circle.
Yeah, sure. Okay. I think just so I make dexterity saving throws.
Mm-hmm. I believe so.
So this, can you read to me the description of the spell, please?
I've got it right here.
You got it.
It's really small.
See.
It's towards the top.
Towards the top. Flaming sphere. 5-foot diameter sphere of fire appears in an unoccupied space of your choice within range and lasts for the duration. Any creature that ends its turn within 5 feet of the sphere must make a dexterity saving throw. The creature takes 2d6 fire damage on a failed save or half as much on a successful one. As a bonus action, you can move the sphere up to 30 feet. If you ram the sphere into a creature, that creature must make a saving throw against the sphere's damage.
Against the sphere's damage?
Mm-hmm.
It's 2d6. It would be an auto kill because it's even on a failed
Right.
save.
Okay. It's a failed save against the or take the damage.
Mm-hmm.
What type of save does it make? Oh, and does it take half damage on a failed save?
Half.
Yeah.
Oh shit. Okay. Flaming sphere. You throw it into the winds. You're able to move it in a way that hits all of them, and they're incinerated.
Mm-hmm.
We have left combat
Nice.
victoriously. Oh, actually no. We're gonna take a break here, but then we're gonna keep combat going. You know, just in case you wanna do some other things on this map.
There's
Yeah.
a mimic.
Well, actually, what I was going to say, because like I was going to get fancy with this, is I have my my 2 sorcery points, and I was going to use that to.
Oh, okay. So hold on.
Yeah.
So you were gonna use your alchemical things to change it into a ball of acid instead of a flaming sphere.
Mm-hmm.
Nice. Okay, cool. So yeah, you just sweep up the remaining ones.
Yeah, because I have that meta magic adept,
Oh,
and
yes.
I can.
So that uses up one or two of your.
That uses my 2nd level spell slot and one of my sorcery points.
Hell yes. Cool. All right. Points for style, because the flaming sphere would have killed them, but you're able to do it in a way that's like very flashy. Like this is basically like changing a spell from like its intended like type of damage to something different. It's almost like you're creating new types of magic on the fly. Okay, cool. Let's take a small break.
Fun.
Cool.
Fun.
All right, we're back. We're still technically in combat. So we ended at.
I'm disappointed with Jenny. I would have made the one with the normal name, like the most strange and eldritch, like, you know.
So switch Jenny and Rasputin.
Basically.
Okay.
Oh, like how you met Jenny.
You don't.
It's like
you don't-
Cronenberg. Oh, it's just this normal looking.
Alright. Context for the people who are watching the video. I sent them the images a little bit too soon of what the rest of the board of trustees looks like. We'll get there, but for now, Carrie, you use this flaming sphere, you threw it in this direction, you hit the carpet, but none of the other objects that are
The acid
here.
sphere.
The acid sphere, yes.
It's dripping acid.
Hell yes. So the carpet has splotches of acid on it that are tearing away at this expensive finery on the floor, and it does not move.
Okay.
Until we get off of
I
it.
mean, it either would have burned it or acided it.
Yes, exactly.
Because it has to start in an unoccupied square.
Yes, and we I think we said that acid damage is doubled against mimics. So if that's what your so like I don't know if that was the intent, but definitely this thing would be taking terrifying amounts of damage. That was your action and your bonus action. Would you like to move? So we're going to be semi out of combat. Everyone can sort of do actions while the poison is slowly progressing. Just want to know if you're doing anything else that might lead your characters to be on high alert.
Well, I think that.
I mean, I'm just gonna do a perception roll, make sure everything's in order.
Okay.
I guess it's a monk.
So, sure. If you're looking for mimics, that would probably be investigation, not perception.
Yeah, one of us needs to remember that there is a third mimic. I feel like we knew.
You know what? Investigation's gonna work better because I actually have a bonus for that.
Cool.
So, how about we're all gonna investigate for this mimic?
Well, not even necessarily for mimics, just kind of in general, like make sure
Or
there's
anything that
nothing.
might attack us.
Sounds good.
Yeah. Any especially small bloodadias that might be hiding in cracks and crevices.
Cool. Everybody make a roll.
16, 17, 18, 19, 20.
Alright,
21.
dirty 20.
21,
We all
20.
rolled really ridiculously well because I rolled a dirty 22.
Wow.
Okay,
Because
cool.
we know, the dice know, we know.
Yeah.
The dice, we know.
Yes, so.
Okay.
I mean, I don't know whether or not we'd be moving further down the hall just to check and make sure nothing got ahead of us.
Yeah.
Um,
Okay. You're gonna spot all of the ones that haven't ran away. So I'm gonna remove all of the things on the map that aren't mimics.
oh, God.
Find the top of a mimic.
I'm flying on top of a mimic. Oh, and the sword on the wall is a mimic too.
I figured because it specifically flying sword.
So, I'm not gonna take the time to remove all of that stuff, but basically, this chest, the carpet that you're flying over, the sword on the wall, and this thing. Which means that if you kill everything here correctly, by the time I will only be able to. The only mimic left that will be in the castle will be the
torch.
The pregnant torch mimic that is running as far as it can
Pregnant?
with its eggs to lay more mimics.
Oh no. Oh no.
I made it pregnant for plots.
It's pregnant with plot.
Okay, hell yes.
Hey, guess what? It has plot armor.
Oh, you know what? It's gonna be a set of armor, I think, the next time that you see it. It's not gonna be a torch.
And all his babies are the other parts of the armor.
Yeah. Okay, so that would be a whole entire other combat, if not for the poison. Okay. You start to investigate, you look around, you start to figure out some things, right? When y'all are very quiet, some of the mimics will just grow an eye to look around. You figure out that all they have is their sense of touch when they're in object form, so they react to being interacted with in specific ways. So because of that, by being very quiet, you're able to spot all of them and dispose of them by simply forcing them to breathe in the poison gas. Okay, so this is not going to be a fight. This is you cleaning the loose ends of the previous fight. Y'all did an amazing job with this.
Alright, so the other mimic we didn't notice is running further into the poison, right?
That is correct, until it sort of turns back into an object elsewhere.
It could be anything now.
So yeah.
Yes, it could be anything.
In the minds of your characters, you got everything.
Yes, we know we got everything.
We don't know that it's a pregnant mimic movies.
Yes. I mean, if someone has a tally of the number of mimics there should be, and we tell them how many mimics we killed, they might realize they're still
Well,
alive.
if the mimics are like supposed to be pests.
Yeah, the last security team, the last time they were dealing with mimics, they assured Clark that all of the mimics had been taken care of.
So it's Clark's fault.
Okay.
Of course, he's never going to admit that. Cool.
From deeper beneath the hallway, as you finish hacking and slashing at the last mimic, you hear you hear a voice, sort of whispering in your minds. What is all this ruckus? Are you done? Can you come and stand as guards for our meeting now?
Sure.
Absolutely, on our way.
Yeah,
So this one I think is the one with the glowing mask and the mostly like dark pointy hat shape. Malekith, yeah. Just like the others, it sort of like moves like its legs aren't touching the ground or like it's on a little air. I don't remember what they're called.
Magic Roomba.
Cool.
Magic Roomba.
All right.
Mary's Magic Roomba.
Dania, would you like to put on a more calm but creepy music?
Sure.
Something like a crypt music.
Like crypt music.
Yeah.
Not funeral music.
That's gonna sound sad. That's not the mood I want to go for with this meeting.
Cool. Let's see.
Okay.
Great.
You arrive in the Great Hall. By now, it's been a few minutes. You've been using the poison gas and the wind to your advantage. So now the gas has made its way completely inside of the Great Hall. Here you see the different tables where the students usually eat. Some of them still have the vases of flowers on them, and you see that all of those have wilted away and died in the in this green gas. As you're moving around, your feet knock into a couple of dead rats, and you spot nothing but death in this place. At the table, that's the long table that the teachers usually stand at. There's 5 chairs, more like thrones, dark thrones that you've never seen those around the school before, and the 5 trustees are sort of like sitting there talking with each other. Most of them don't have anything like that, but Jenny has a sphere of air around her face, protecting her just like all of you are protected. And also present is Headmaster Kala, who also has a sort of little bubble, except for him, it doesn't seem like it's created by a magical object. He doesn't have the little circle necklace around his head that creates this thing. So, for this scene, it's probably going to be mostly those characters talking, because it's kind of their meeting. But your characters can use message to talk to each other in the background, or you can interact in any way that you want. Okay?
I think we're gonna be quiet and observe.
Cool.
Yeah.
All right. So, which one's the big
Scary one?
like the big one that okay, so
Rasputin?
yes, Rasputin is the one with the jellyfish. Okay, cool.
Yeah.
So there's five five trustees. They're so they start.
Does he have the jellyfish with him?
You don't. You see shapes in the gas behind him that are sort of like. Okay.
Androids.
So in attendance, so you're gonna see them sort of introduce themselves. Their name gets called. They raise their hand. They say present. Rasputin is. Everybody can make a religion check to see exactly what he is. What you see is this sort of like skeletal, shape, surrounded by darkness and this cape. Okay, so 8.
What was it? What kind of?
Religion.
Religion.
I rolled an 11. Oh, you're gonna know.
Yeah, so I have advantage on all intelligence checks related to magical. Oh, I never mind. So I
Yeah,
rolled,
that's for the tinkering tools,
yeah.
for magical objects.
Well, it's artificer's lore, yeah.
Yes.
So I rolled a 7.
You rolled a 7? Okay. It's a skeleton with a big black robe. Rasputin's is present. With this deep voice that comes without the skeletal jaw moving at all.
What did you roll for religion?
It was a total of 8.
Mine was a total of 11.
Okay, there we go. Let me just get to those characters so that I can adequately describe them. Okay. Malekith is the one with the black robes and the shining mask. Wait, where did I put the other ones? Cronenberg is the one that is all like green copper, levitating. Looks like he's in the still in the same pose that he woke up in his coffin. You also see Vladimir that has this that has basically a little bit of blood in the shape, like it's being held by a vase. But the vase isn't there. It's just like sort of ornamental. Vladimir present, and the last one is Jenny, who says, "Hi, I'm present." She looks like a human witch. She just has a heavily necrosized hand that looks like it's more the hand of an undead than anything else.
Some curse. Kind of.
Cool. All right, let's vote on the agenda. Right now, the agenda is deliberating on the status of the student known as Pendragon, evaluating the security team, discussing the school play that has to be set up for next year. What is this? Okay, well, I'm excited to see whatever this school play item on the agenda is. Why is it a subsection of evaluating the security team? Whatever. Discuss the record profit over the last 10 years. Discuss the expectations for the security team and the rest of the staff for the entrance exam. Discuss raises, and that's it. All right. Does anyone oppose the agenda? You see no hands being raised. All right. The agenda is voted on. Is agreed upon unanimously. Are there, before we start, are there any reports? Are there any announcements? You see that, like, looks around. Marius is going to say nothing that's not concerned by those items on the agenda. All right, then the first item on the agenda is to deliberate about status of Pendragon. Marius is going to step forward and say, so this matter concerns a student who caused an uproar. You see that he says it was on late October when the security team was on their first day arriving here. He starts to describe what happened with Pendragon and explains that there was a memory spell that modified everyone's recollections of the events, that change what is in the records from what is inside of everyone's memories. I need all of you to roll insight.
I think bringing that out.
Huh?
So are they bringing that out?
You told them there was something magical happening that had modified the memories.
I rolled a 17.
17.
13.
Okay.
20!
Hell yes. It's natural 20?
Yeah, not 20.
Okay, cool. None of the board of trustees is surprised at the mention of a school-wide memory modification. It seems that's like
They're used to it or they know about it.
they've like this doesn't seem to be something new for them. They take in the description of Marius based on the report and says, so the only main difference between the report and what we remember is simply that I was present there, and so that I chose to punish Pendragon for this act of sabotage in the classroom. The report says, the report states that Pendragon did do it in whatever non-modified reality. But Pendragon, just because I didn't know about it before, doesn't mean that Pendragon shouldn't be punished for it. Does the security team have anything to add to this whole thing? Because we're basing all of this on your testimonies.
No?
I will briefly, I guess I'll briefly speak in defense of Pendragon and state that he has been, that the student has been under significant pressure both in and outside of class with from the family, including a close family member who attempted to harm the student not long ago from Strixhaven.
Thank you. Does this attack on the student have anything to do with the incident in question?
I don't believe directly, but I do believe that
That's part of it.
contributed to his state, having been culminated from initially placing their familiar under mind control several years ago.
You see that they talk among one another real quick. Make a persuasion check to see if you're able to convince anyone that Pendragon is a good kid.
I got 13. I don't know if that's good enough.
Okay, cool. You see Rasputin raises his bony hand and says, I'm interested in this. has he paid his whole? Has he paid for his tuition? And Marius checks his notes. Says yes. Is he a good student? Is he likely to make it another year and to pay his tuition for next year? Like Kala looks up and says his notes are pretty. His notes are pretty consistent in everything except conjuration. And so Rasputin says, I think it's fine. I would recommend keeping an eye on him, but as long as he is paying, he should stay in the school. And you see, like, they have a quick vote on it, and it is passed. Pendragon is allowed to stay. All right, it's now time to evaluate the security team. So you see that Marius has basically the list of all of the reports of the different missions that you've had that he starts to read and basically summarize. You see that
Marius, the headmaster.
yes, yes, it's his first name.
Marieth Kala.
Okay.
So describes all of those things. You see that it starts off pretty good, right? But more recent mistakes sort of have the board of trustees sort of nodding. Yes. So at the end, you see that Cronenberg is going to say, seems that the level of performance has decreased. Are you starting to take the job for granted?
No.
Oh, absolutely not. It's just that the challenges of the school year have certainly increased, and we will say that we will definitely reassess the level of challenge from when we initially arrived to what we have seen in the past few.
I would also like
Please.
to argue that we have ran into a bit of resistance from the staff and student body. We have been charged with protecting the lives of the staff and the student body and also the property of the school. But whenever we are trying to do that, sometimes our directives aren't followed. In the case of an emergency, we have been told to not do our jobs, essentially.
Can you name an example?
Yeah, so there was the example with
The magic.
what is her name?
Penny?
Erskine Malthus, whenever we were in a state of emergency and we were charged with evacuating the school, a direct order from Clark. She refused to exit her room, she refused to leave the castle, and
Oh yes, who's this Aristine Malthus? Oh, it's the abjuration teacher. She's the one who's a little oh yes, all right. So what if we discipline this? From what I understand, Clark from Inhuman Resources has already remedied this, has already addressed this problem. But we'll take it into consideration.
no,
So-
my argument is that it seems like we are not trusted with important information to help us succeed in our job. And so since we aren't trusted and people don't follow our orders or our directives in states of emergency, we are not able to perform as well as we could.
Trust.
If there was some way to reinforce our
Directives.
some way to have it be that people take what we say seriously, like some sort of school rule, perhaps.
Or
A
even-
school rule to give respect to the security team, the
In the
respect that
state
they're
of an
given.
emergency, it is imperative to follow the directives of the security team.
You see that Mario says, I don't think that would be such a good idea. Raza, the security team, was trying to get into my office while I was trying to fix the problem with magic. If I had had to follow his orders to evacuate in that moment, I might not have been able to I might not have even attempted to try to turn this magic back on. I think it's best if everyone.
Yeah, I was not made aware that that's what you were working on.
Yeah, you could have said, I'm trying to stop the problem, go ahead and evacuate, I'm working on
That's what I said.
You just told me to leave you alone.
Yes, because I was working on something.
If you
We already
That's not
have
the issue.
rules for how the evacuation is supposed to go. Just because some of those rules were not followed doesn't mean that you're not getting the respect that you're around.
Yeah.
I honestly think that it might be less a problem of respect and more just like there doesn't always seem to be good communication and trust even among the other faculty and staff here.
So Marius is going to tell you, all right, I understand this. You see he turns around and the board of trustees, they're all sort of like lowering their heads, staring at all of you. And Marius says, we can, I will do my best to solve this communication problem. This is not something that needs to be brought up to the board of trustees. This is, but you've made your points that you've encountered more difficulties doing your job. So I need one of you can make persuasion check, and because all three of you talked, you can get the help action from the others. So one of you.
Who has bonuses for?
I got a +3 on persuasion.
Okay, we're gonna help you.
Yeah.
Okay, cool.
So he just gets to
13,
roll twice.
16. I got a 16.
Okay,
+3.
you roll twice because you have advantage.
I have a 16. 9.
No, you already rolled the first time.
Yeah, you said roll twice.
Yes, total.
Oh, okay. So it's 16.
Cool, 16. Okay. Alright, in light of all of this, we have decided we're going to keep the security team around. It will be good to have the added security again, and we appreciate that you cleaned up the sewers. I was having trouble sleeping with all of that rats and insect chittering happening about. All right. Now, as a subsection, we.
This might seem like an odd request. Can I make an insight check for that, like all that like noise and chittering statement?
Yeah, sure.
Just because it.
Didn't win.
Never mind. I didn't do good.
Okay.
It strikes me as odd.
Yeah. So Jenny is gonna say, all right, the next item on the agenda is the sub-item for discussing the security team of a school play that we have to do next year. And Marius is gonna get up and say, yes, you might remember that our security team negotiated with the giant squid monster Hastu from the Feywild, and apparently Hastu gave them the opportunity to leave without anything in return.
Didn't know that.
And they offered anyways to do a school play for the year after that, according to both their reports and the report of Professor Prost. And you see that Vladimir raises his chin and says, "How's my boy?" And Kala is going to say, "He's doing very well. He's
That's how he got in
teaching
there.
students really in a way that is efficient and yields a lot of good results."
Or his sire, one of those two.
So-
That's how he got the fucking job. That's how he keeps his job. It's just
So Jenny looks at a few papers and says, so we're obligated towards an archfey to go in there once per year with kids and put on a school play, and it says here, give him the opportunity to teach something to the students. Do you realize what sort of lessons an archfey could teach?
we may
Technically, we don't have to perform the play there. That was never. We merely have to perform a play for Hastu.
It says here in your report that you said you would return to the to Hastu's domain. Is it?
Yes. Yes.
And perform the play, but you didn't say that you would perform it there?
No.
Interesting. All right. Well,
No, we did not state that we had to perform the play there.
you are the ones who are beholden to that contract. So,
Yes.
if things do not play out the way that you stated it, you will be the ones who have to face the consequences.
take that risk.
How expensive is it going to be to put on a school play anyways, right? Like we have stuff laying around that we can use for the backstage, right? The bards can take care of this. It will give them a nice little project, and like you see a few of the board of trustees are nodding their heads, and Rasputin is going to say, as long as it doesn't cost us more than 50 gold, then this is fine. This isn't the security team didn't do anything terrible.
Yeah.
That's a lot. Good to go.
Well, no, but like, I mean, that's no. But what I'm saying is like, that's also a very
Low budget.
yeah.
Yeah, it is.
Again, I'm rolling insight, hoping that.
Oh.
Oh.
Oh, talking about this, we should have.
17. I got a 17 on insight. Is there anything fishy about it being
Yes.
only 50?
Yes. It is a very low budget. You see that like Vladimir raises his head and says, "Oh, I almost forgot. We need to we should add to the agenda. How much money did we make from the last season of?" Gosh, I wrote it down. Sorry, give me just 1 second. I'm gonna remember it. Scuppers. How much money did we make from the last season of Scuppers? And you see that like Kala looks through some records and starts to say, we made 50,000 in tickets. We made 10,568 in food sales, and like just starts to list like enormous amounts of money. And as this happens, you see that like the board of trustees sort of like nod their heads in agreement. All right, and the next Scuppers is tournament is when, and you see that they list the date. See, Vladimir is going to say, no, let's move it, let's push it up, let's move it forward so that we can have it while Strixhaven is still around. We can play against the Strixhaven team. That should bring in more people. And like you see that Mark kind of like has to look at his things and like starts to like make a lot of notes on those instructions. You see that he's sweating. All right, let's go back to the agenda. We have to let's talk about the profits we've made since the last meeting. When was the last meeting? And you see that Marius says you've been asleep for 10 years, and they all sort of like.
I am 100% rolling insight on that, baby.
Yeah, go ahead.
And I failed.
Why not? 10 plus 14.
14? Okay, cool. You see there's a sense of like expectation coming at those words. you rolled a how much?
14.
Okay, cool. You're going to notice something. At the edge of the room, away, like behind the line of sight of all of the trustees, you see in the green mist, there's a faint blue glow. You look around and you see just the top of a head, ghostly head,
Trist.
with big round glasses.
Trist.
She seems to be observing this meeting, spying.
Interesting.
Well, she's fine.
And Marius is going to say, just as you, everything went according to your plan, appointing Indominus Crisp as treasurer and putting him in charge of the restaffing of the school has yielded the results that you were expecting. We've successfully revamped the whole stipend system and the whole staff payment system, and there has been no other incident for the past 10 years. Mr. Crisp has been extremely efficient in avoiding any other incidents. You see that.
What would I get from a 12 on insight on all of that juiciness?
They're purposefully avoiding talking about what the incidents were. It's sort of like almost an unspoken, like those are some terrifying undead or necromancer beings
They
that
are afraid to even
Eldritch horrors from beyond the stars.
Yeah, they're not like, it's not like it's
There's
they
something-
don't seem to be like afraid for their lives, but there is something like it's best not to even acknowledge it.
So basically, like, you know who?
Yeah, kind of,
Mm.
but for a board of trustees,
Mm.
right? And so you see at the end, Rasputin says, well, looks like everything has gone according to plan. And you see that all of them, except Jenny, start to like have this like evil chorus.
Oh, that's good. Jenny, she's human.
Yeah, Jenny is human. Jenny just looks at them and is like, cool, yeah, sure.
So she's not in the secret. So she's wait. Could it be the one that got a set job as a borough trustee? And Jenny replaced them?
So Jenny is also on the board of trustees and has been on the board of trustees
4 years.
for
50.
for like
And,
as far as the records go, which is I think.
Oh, yeah, that's
50
right.
was
So she's something now.
Yeah, she just doesn't take part in the evil
She's a
left.
zombie.
Cool. After the sort of like evil laugh subsides, you see that Jenny says, "All right, if we're good to move on, it's the we're supposed to talk about the entrance exam expectations." Okay, so this is for the security team. We're going to have a lot of people coming from all around the world to take this entrance exam to become wizards, bards. We're also going to have some sorcerers who are basically.
It's fine.
We're going to have some sorcerers who are the children of bards. I forgot what the name for that is. Inheritance. They get to study here because their parent was a bard here. Legacy students. During this time, it's best that the school have a tip-top presentation because it's going to be one of those rare occasions where the parents who are accompanying the students are going to see all of the state-of-the-art security that we have, all of the diverse types of students and diverse staff that we have. And so it's going to be really important for you to take care of both the security of the things you already take care of normally, but also of all of our prospective future students, especially in at this time, because there's the heightened threat of infiltration by draconic creatures or servants of other dragons that was raised by Mr. Crisp. So, beyond the
Do we
look.
have access to any kind of items or any kind of assistance in this increased security demand?
You can probably you should rely on Blizzard Gaminagro, the other security team, and you can discuss getting more security teams with the headmaster if necessary, or with Crisp if you want to talk about magic items.
Sounds good.
All right, it's time to discuss. If there's nothing else to add, you see that the others like shake their heads. Then it's time for us to discuss raises. And you see when she mentions this, the others go and like all of four just go back into their evil laughter. And Jenny like takes it in, waits for it to subside over 20 seconds, and then says, "All right, then, no raises this year. Moving on. This." Actually, that's the end of the agenda. I declare this meeting adjourned, and you see that like she taps her hand, and as she does, Marius sort of like takes a breath of relief. You see that a few of the dreadlocks on his beard sort of like flutter with movement based on how heavy that like sigh of relief is. And as this happens, and as this happens, you hear a sort of booming voice coming from the entrance that yells, "Not so fast, wrongdoers!" And you're gonna see this sort of like golden light coming from the front room, and the board of trustees sort of like look at each other and they're like, "Can you go see what's happening over there?"
Oh, that's absolutely.
That's who I think it is.
So
I think it is who you think it is. Oh my god.
so I'm gonna need everyone to check the image in the Google Drive folder for the Golden Fang team.
Oh, yes, I know what it is now.
Chico, come here, Chico. Chico.
Mm-hmm.
Team Gold Fang.
Okay, so...
Let me guess, they're after the board of trustees.
Yes. So you see a group of golden armored paladins and clerics, like each of them with a holy symbol in their hands, sort of like making their way into the hall through the darkness and the green gas, saying, "I hear them! They're over here!" And as they see you, two dragonborns and a gnome with a skull mask emerge from the green mist. They say, the one in the middle, the really short one, steps forward and says, "Are you minions of the Dark Ones? Are you step aside and we will spare you."
We're the security team for the university.
So you do work for them. We don't mean you any harm, except maybe you, the necromancer.
I'm not a necromancer,
Why do you have a skull mask?
because I worship death
So that they sort of like.
rebirth and everything in between.
Okay, that sounds a little necromancer-y. You have to admit. Like, can you cast Raise the Dead or stuff like that?
No.
I don't see how that's any of your business.
That's You see that they look at each other. There's gonna be 5 insight rolls against you, so I need you to roll deception.
I rolled a 17,
Oh, hell yes.
and I have 18.
18. Cool. They're like, okay, maybe you just have the aesthetics of a necromancer, but you're working for evil beings.
We just met them today. We were hired
I
by...
mean, isn't that just the nature of the economy?
Isn't that just how the world works?
World revolves around money.
Listen. Here's the thing, right? We also are doing it. I mean, we're doing it because it's the right thing, right? But also, you get money from killing monsters.
How is that the right thing?
They've been asleep for 10 years.
Yeah, we waited exactly for the right moment then.
Why would you what is so horrible that they've done that you would be willing to wait 10 years to storm into a school and
with poisonous gas.
Oh no, we didn't wait 10 years. We started this quest 5 weeks ago.
Oh?
Yes.
who sent you?
Well, we actually sent our. It's a long story. So it all started when all of the magic of a little town near Baldur's Gate called Brooks Hamlet had all of its magic turning off. Apparently, there was a anti-magic pulse that was being sent all over the countryside, and even a little bit beneath the earth, although not that much. And all magic disappeared, creating all sort of havoc and confusion. Monsters that were sealed away in a cave by ancient heroes were freed, and we had to stop them. After that, we investigated where the anti-magic pulse could have come from, and through long weeks of traveling around and investigating, we finally found out that the pulse had hit everything in the shape of a circle, and in the center of the circle was Candlekeep. Before we came here, we investigated and found out that that there had been an earthquake on the night of the anti-magic pulse. Coming from right beneath the academy, and investigating further, destroying crypts nearby, we found that there were ancient undead that controlled this place. You see that like one of them raises her hand and she says, Vladimir sired a vampire that killed my family. I am here to avenge them. And you see another one raises his hand and says, Cronenberg has left an ancient curse on my homeland and my family, and only through his death can I be avenged. Another one with spiky hair says, I'm just here to support my friends. I'm the cleric. I heal the people in this party. And the one who was explaining just finishes by saying, and when we got here, it turned out there was poison springing out from the place, infecting all of the plants nearby, and
we are cleaning out the Blatadia infestation.
You fomented the population of Blatudias here? It's worse than we thought!
It is a magical school.
Yeah, lots of crazy shit happens here.
It's a magical school, at the head of which there's some pretty powerful undead.
Yes, we do have a necromancy teacher.
It's worse than we thought.
It's a school that helps teach the students magic and to hone their magical skills. There are accidents.
Actually, necromancy teacher is one of the nicer teachers.
Yeah, he's actually pretty cute. He's very nice.
Don't you see? They're probably
You caught that?
don't you see? They're probably just teaching another, building an army of spellcasters. That's terrible.
It's a magical school. They're gonna learn magic.
We have to stop them. And
How
Do
they're
we
did you-
have
wait.
any evidence that they built an army of magicians in the
Dude.
past?
no, but
And where did you
You're
learn magic
talking-
from?
I went to Strixhaven Academy.
And what's wrong
And
with
what's
Strixhaven?
wrong with Strixhaven?
They're not controlled by vampires and liches.
Are you sure?
How do
Yes.
you feel about changelings?
Oh, don't you fucking start with that.
Aren't you basically?
You see
being
you see that like when you mention a changeling, like this one is like I'm ready to roll initiative.
Oh, he's a changeling. That's why.
It's because there's the accusation that the person who founded Strixhaven was a changeling, and the alumni and the students from Strixhaven are like, this is slander. This is.
Oh, so they don't know the truth. Oh, you know what? Like Ursula would say,
How
poor
much are you-
unfortunate soul.
Listen. This is a dark castle with poison gas pouring out of it, destroying the plants nearby.
Yes.
They're a group of vampires with one lich inside of them. Okay, we know that one of the people in the security team is an eye tyrant, a beholder. You can't.
Oh my god!
You can't tell me that.
Blizarga? You have a problem with Blizarga?
Oh God, you really
You
think
They're-
obviously have never
They're
met him.
very xenophobic.
you have never met
They're
this
Blizarga's afraid of
Practically
almost
say-
everything.
He is basically a kitten.
He is afraid of a mouse for sure.
Yeah.
You see they sort of like look at each other. They have this little air bubble around them. And they're sort of like, and from behind you, you hear, "What's going on? Are you taking care of this problem or not?"
There's just some idiots out here. We got it.
Okay, I need you to roll persuasion. One of you. Okay. It's gonna be.
My persuasion is 3, so.
You made some pretty good arguments. I would say that you
He's like
calling them idiots might have made it a little bit harder. I'm gonna say that
17, 18, 19, 20, 30, 20.
like the team talks it out with each other, and they're like, okay, well, maybe this is a misunderstanding. We can come back when there isn't poison gas happening. Maybe we can figure out a little bit more. Okay, let's retreat. It's like, and yeah, they leave the school.
Good job, team.
And we did it without any combat.
Because we probably wouldn't have one.
Wow.
That was a headache.
Wait, there's a lich in our board of trustees?
Yeah.
You all of you failed the religion check
Against Cronenberg.
Rasputin.
against Rasputin to figure out that
Rasputin is a lich.
Rasputin is a lich.
Oh.
But-
As soon as describe him as a
Rasputin's-
skeleton, I go, it's a lich.
Yeah.
So Rasputin is the father of a
No, that's Vladimir.
Vladimir. Vladimir is the sire of Frost.
Frost. Yeah.
No.
Yeah.
Yeah.
Oh, right.
Yeah.
I said it wrong. It was Vladimir that sired a vampire that.
No, you said it right.
Yes. Vladimir sired a vampire.
Yeah. Because Vladimir referred Frost as my boy.
Cronenberg cursed the homeland and family of
One of the Golden Fangs. or
yeah,
whatever.
one of the Golden Fangs. Yes.
Golden Fangs?
Yes. Yeah. No.
Team Goldfang.
Golden Fangs.
Oh, okay. I thought one of them was referring to Hastu
No.
as their child, and so I was like, wait, how does that work?
That was Vladimir referring
Again,
to
this
Frost.
was like my confusion with the centaur. I'm like, wait. It's been a few years since I played D&D. How does centaurs work now? Are we going back to Greek mythology?
So they retreat into the green gas, and having ensured their security, the board of trustees passes by you, barely even acknowledging that you did anything for them. Only Jenny at the end sort of nod at you. The
Thank
other ones are sort of like don't even nod, don't even say anything. They just move past you and return to their crypt.
Fun. We survived the interaction with
Board
Board
of
Trustees.
Yep.
Oh yeah.
And you helped a whole team of adventurers survive against the Board of Trustees.
Oh yeah, that's a good point.
They'll live at least a few more days.
Yeah, I got. It's just like they did not sound like they were very high level.
No.
They sounded like they might have been lower level than us.
It kind of reminds me of that random party you see in an anime that just
Oh yeah, the party that gets killed off so that before the introduction.
the party that just keeps running away from fights as you're heading towards.
It's like yeah. It's like
Like the party that thinks that they're so high level.
yeah. No, the way you were phrasing that made me think they were referring that someone on the board was referring to Hostu.
Right. Yes.
And so that's why I was like, wait.
No.
So someone,
I was talking about rest. Yeah.
someone's the parent of an archfey?
So yeah.
No. Well, because I was thinking Rasputin was a possible candidate for that, just with the whole tentacles and jellyfish thing.
Yes.
Mm-hmm.
Yes.
Oh yeah, that would have made sense.
You see that it's not really jellyfish; it's more specters that are following it around.
Okay.
They look like jellyfish, but they're
They're the ghost of jellyfish.
You're going to spot something. Following, like,
it's Trace following them.
no, but the limbless horror is following behind them from a distance. So it's just the torso. It's just following as they head back down. But once again, it passes through walls, and it's like slightly too high of an elevation for its feet.
So it's not on the ground, but like
Slightly above,
slightly
but it does do the leg movements like
Like
at the
walking.
stumps, like it is walking.
I'm gonna investigate on that a bit.
Cool. Headmaster Marius comes over and says, "Ooh, you did excellent today.
Thank you.
Good job.
Yes.
With your memory problems, I suggest you with you misremembering the whole incident, I suggest you stop bringing up what happened at my office on the day of the evacuation."
So suspicious about that. Oh, that's me thinking about that. Very well.
All right. Well, you can have the rest of the evening off. The only I can take care of my own security, and the other security team can as well. So have a good night.
Me as well.
Well,
This is downtime. Do you want to investigate anything while the school is completely empty?
So the limbless horror went down with for the trustee.
It followed them from afar, and you it's out of the hall, right?
It's out of the hall. So can I follow it?
For sure.
I mean, is it actually like following them, or is it just kind of coincidentally?
You don't know? Make a perception check.
18 plus. What's perception?
Yeah.
What's perception? Perception. 19.
Okay, cool. You look at the limbless horror, and you have a moment where you think, like, okay, so ghosts, their consciousness is like should stay with the part of the body that was that held the consciousness.
So ahead?
Yeah. As you think about it, you're sort of like exiting the green gas is sort of like dispersing, having killed all of the wildlife around here and most of the trees. You look up and you see this little dot, this little blue dot among the stars, that is moving around exactly in tandem with the Limbus Horror. And
Might have to bring the pieces together.
yeah, like the far up into the sky. You think you don't see the rest of the limbs, but
I have to gauge and how it will be. So I haven't seen. Damn it, I wish I could prove now.
Can I say that I'm with him?
Yeah.
And I'll take us up on a broom to
Okay.
see what's going on with the head.
I'm gonna say it's gonna be one person on the broom.
It says that I can carry up to 400 pounds.
Oh right.
Yeah.
And I think we did establish that you were a little bit less than that.
Yeah.
Cool. You
In 135.
cool. I will ask then, just for an acrobatics check, difficulty 8, for both of you to be on the broom at the same time without, like, as you go to such high altitudes where there's wind, to get up there without falling off.
16.
16, hell yes.
5.
5?
16 plus
Okay.
acrobatic range. 18.
Alright, you rise high up in the air. You start to pass the green clouds. You can see that it's now finishing. Like there's no more spewing out of the alchemist tower. It's sort of rolling off the hills on one side and rolling off of the cliff on the other side. You're able to see some seagulls that just happen into it that immediately fall. And as it touches the water. It's dark. It's at night, so you wouldn't be able to see it, but lots of fish are dying.
Oh, okay. That's great.
You keep rising higher and higher until you start to hear. And as you get closer through the wind, you're able to hear. And you get close to this head, and it's weird because it's cut sort of like
Clean cut?
sort of like cleanly cut, and it's this sort of like old dragonborn with the eye sockets completely empty, and there's like 2 lights coming from deep within. Like a possessed skull that still has some of the scales on it.
Fine.
So is it conscious? Can we talk to it?
Hi
Can you talk, bro? Are you in pain? Yes.
You had your head chopped off.
Oh god.
Do I see anything else on him?
No.
No.
But you as you lean closer to try to like understand or observe him, you're standing on the broom behind Roth. You're gonna move in closer, and as you do so, you put just a little bit too much weight on Roth, who slips off and starts to fall. Because you rolled a 5, right? Okay, cool.
God.
All right, so Roth is hurling towards the ground at top speed. What do you want to?
Of course, I go right after her.
Okay, cool. Then.
Oh yeah, sorry, them.
Go ahead and make. I'm gonna say it's an Arcana or Acrobatics check to pilot the.
Either or is a
save me.
+2.
Please save me.
Please let it be a high number.
Oh no. Okay, so I can command the broom. So can I call the broom to
So
me?
because he's controlling, is it attunement? Is the broom attunement or no?
Because if not, then I won't be able to use it.
Yeah. He would be falling off too.
But at least you'll be able to call for it and be gripping on it. Like, dear Lord.
No.
It's not attuned. Okay, cool. So right now, because he's the last one who's been in charge of it, he could get it to move.
Oh, okay.
Can I throw it to her?
Then,
Sorry.
you
It's
can.
gonna take a while.
You. That we're gonna. Okay, you know what? We're gonna say it was your acrobatics or arcana check was to try to throw it, and it is now spinning between the two of you. Okay. Do you have any class features that you want to use to avoid splashing on the ground?
Oh my god!
No!
Oh my gosh, are we gonna get an almost TPK from them in trying to talk to...
Oh, right, because you don't have a flight speed as yet as a druid.
No, I think I just have the swimming speed.
Okay, cool.
I mean, that's like flying, right?
Kazaris, you watch the two of them start to fall.
I'm just gonna down my flight and, like, try to catch them.
So your daily elixir, you down it, you get 5 feet, 10 feet of flight. I'm gonna need you to make an athletics check to try to grab one of them. The difficulty.
Can I cast spells?
Yeah, for sure.
No!
The difficulty is going to be 12 for Leraza or 10 for Rot, because Rot is smaller and so easier to catch.
I rolled a nat 1.
Okay.
No!
You're I think.
Oh my god!
So
Why?
I can say what happens.
I think you basically like you're like trying to follow where they are, so you don't look where you're flying, and you just hit a glass window and enter like the room of like
Or just
abjuration.
splat into like
wall.
Yeah,
what? Wait, no, I don't want to go into conjuration room.
abjuration. So like the glass is like protected and you get bounced off of it. No damage, but you're just too far away from them now to try to catch.
Can I try to grab? You can turn into something that flies.
Okay.
Okay.
You can still have the broom. You can save yourself.
Okay.
This is mostly like cause
Can you turn into something?
Yeah, I can cast gaseous form on myself.
hell yes, you still have a spell slot for that.
Yeah.
Okay, cool.
Well, then-
You. What does it look like when you turn into a gaseous form?
I kind of want to just like my whole body just kind of like poofs into little clouds of spore like looking things.
Hell yes. You see rot explode. How soon how close to the ground do you do it? Do you do it like just before you hit the ground and it looks like?
Yeah.
Oh my god!
That's
You're-
exactly
this
what
is-
I would do.
Okay, cool.
This is more traumatizing than the Eldritch Horrors.
It's not the.
Can we go back to the board meeting with Cthulhu?
Oh, right, okay. So I have it back in my hand.
So yeah, you try to catch them, and you're going as fast as you can towards the ground. You reach towards them. You're about to grasp their hand. You see they're trying to cast something in.
Like pull up as fast as I can.
Yeah.
That's what
And then you're able to hear Rot's voice from inside of Gash's form.
I think I'm okay.
I'm
Okay, you guys. I think I
How
cast
much
that in
damage
time.
do I take for that?
You take 1 psychic damage for that.
One psychic damage.
I thought you meant from Rot from like the near heart attack of Rot almost died. You don't take any damage from the from hitting a wall.
How much damage do I take?
You take 1 psychic damage.
We're all mentally scarred.
It's like heart attack.
Yeah, no. You find Eldritch Horrors in the room and we're fine. 1 broom trip up to talk to a floating head and we have lifelong trauma.
We didn't do it. Do you want to go try again?
No! No!
I think that's enough for today.
No, absolutely not. You are not doing this.
I love this because it was the perfect mystery encounter. You learned some stuff, and then you could have stayed and tried to learn more, but because Rot rolled so poorly, now you don't want to try to go back up there and learn
Well,
some more.
at least I know next time if she falls, she'll be okay. Sorry.
It's okay.
At least next time when they fall, I know that they will be okay.
Yeah.
Yeah,
As long as they have a open spell slot.
Yep.
For sure.
Just one. I just need one.
Oh my gosh.
And if
you
not,
know, long rest. Long rest. We're gonna do a long rest.
Cool. Do you long rest with your air bubbles in your own rooms, or do you sort of get far enough away from the grounds that you're safely
I
not
thought
into
it was
them?
already dispersed.
It's like it's being held by the exterior walls of the
okay.
castle, so it's only pouring as fast as it can through the main door, and into the
Are
house.
all of the critters all taken care
Oh
of?
yeah. You see bodies like laying around.
What
Let
about
the bodies
mini
hit the
guys?
floor. Let the bodies hit the floor.
Okay, and so can I use gust of wind to kind of like clean out
Sure.
the castle of the poison?
You still have enough spell slots for that? Okay. Yeah. Yeah, you're
They
able.
have spell slots for days.
I'm spell slot for it's my
Yeah.
last spell slot, but if we're about to do a long rest,
Yeah, for sure. Okay.
might as
You-
well just go ahead and do this.
You take away the rest of the poison. I want you all to make a perception check, and the difficulty is 20.
Difficulty is 20.
Yes.
The mimic.
I am content to be in blissful ignorance of this thing, so I am actually not wanting to roll high.
I rolled a 15, so obviously.
13.
And what are we rolling? Perception?
Yeah, perception.
Only 17.
All right.
Blissful ignorance.
Blissful ignorance. There's a new bench. there's a new bench that wasn't there before. But all of you are like, this was here before. Okay.
We all just walk right past it
Yeah.
without seeing it.
Everybody takes a long rest.
Yay!
And we're gonna take a break.
Oh my god.
Okay, and we are back. So, my star for Liraza is gonna be, you had a lot of good gameplay moments. You activated your poison dagger before the start of the fight, so that you didn't waste an action. That's really good. You used color spray with against creatures that had 1 HP each, which is a great use of color spray to blind them automatically. And you did your best to protect the furniture, which means while this whole fight was happening, in the back of your mind you were like, the big ancient dragon who cares about the objects more than my life is gonna get angry at me if I don't put the fire out of the chest. And you put yourself in danger. It was a very comedic moment for me, but it means you were doing very thoughtful moves in your gameplay. My wish is for you, it's the same wish as last time. It's for you to figure out which magic items you're going to want to grab, and then at the start of the next session, I want you to remind me that we're doing some shopping.
Okay.
Okay? Cool. For Haley, the wind gust MVP move, perfect use of your broom, perfect, you dashed ahead, you took some attacks of opportunity, you did everything to get yourself in a spot to guarantee nothing got past you to the Board of Trustees, apart from the mimics that were already hidden ahead. But you didn't know about that.
Nope.
So yeah, no wish. I think your gameplay was excellent and really fun, and I can't think of anything. For Carrie, I think it was your choice to save the familiar over the magic item. I placed the familiar there to highlight, oh, there's something to protect. There's something magical there that the bug is trying to get to, that the familiar is protecting. And you were like, a free magic item? Sure, I will not do that. I will protect the familiar, right? The familiar didn't even get the chance to give you the help actions because it was like just holding on to you this whole time. But my wish is for you to talk with the familiar next time. Get to know this NPC whose life you've fully saved.
Is it
That
about his familiar?
no, it is still the student's familiar, but this little creature now owes its existence to someone who isn't his spellcaster. Cool. Those are my stars and wishes. You've got.
I was glad I was able to use more and more of my cantrips.
Okay.
And I need to get more spell slots.
Use cantrips, and you want more spell. Okay, that's something I can't.
No, that's the good thing.
Oh, okay, yes. Your use of spell slots, your use of cantrips, and having access to more spell slots because you're a high level.
Yes, because if I would not have survived.
Yes. Cool. A wish?
I don't think I have any right now.
Okay.
Everything was good. I liked everything.
Haley, you teased during the game that you already had a wish
Yeah,
and a star.
I do.
Okay,
So my star is going to be again that you have like really cool maps and gameplay, and it's always interesting and a challenge because we have to figure out how to interact with not only the creatures we're fighting but also the environment. And then my wish is that we can come up with some way to keep dead bodies on the map because I can animate dead.
Oh, yeah, sure,
So-
absolutely.
Having some dead bodies around would help.
Yes, I think I can put them on the edge of the map, but still there to represent. Oh yeah, there's a dead body there that can be animated.
Undead.
For sure. Yes,
And
yes,
redead.
yes. I didn't realize that. Yes, I was putting you at a disadvantage by like moving them off the map. For sure.
But I was not confident I'd be able to come up with something else, so saved it.
I wrote it in Damien's wish. Okay. And Carrie.
I really enjoyed like kind of having the ability to like, you know, I think this was just kind of like the right level of like sort of like challenge and pressure in an encounter, and I got to like pull out like a lot of, you know, my spells and class abilities and stuff and put them to good use.
Yeah, I love that you found a use for your elixir of flight at the end. Like that you tried to use it to catch them, because I was like, man, the elixir of flight, it sounds like it should have been such a useful spell for this encounter, but it was just 10 feet of flight, so it wasn't that like good for a raise.
Yeah, well, I mean, so two things kind of put me against that. One is knowing that there were already flying insects,
Yeah.
and the other was that it would have to be a full action to take the elixir and start flying.
For sure.
Because, like, if they were all on the ground, I could have seen that as a way to, like, float and levitate over, like, you know, the horde of creepy crawlies.
Yes.
But it's like, oh, she's flying through all of them and they're hitting her in the face, and
No thank you.
There.
it's like that's only nominally useful here.
It's comical.
It is. That's like,
I love that even during the most stressful moments, we find a little bit of time to have fun. That's a hallmark of a good game of D&D
Oh,
for
yes,
me.
Yeah, go, yeah, almost falling to our deaths. That's
Yeah.
funny. I
Ken,
go splat.
what was your? Do you have a wish?
I also kind of don't really know if I have a wish for this one because it was a pretty solid encounter. I think I got some good progress on okay, something did happen 10 years ago. There's something going on here.
Something's fishy about that.
Yeah.
Yeah, it's and it was one of those I was mostly wanting to stay quiet, but I didn't want to be okay, I'm going to, because it's knowing that his sister tried to assassinate him. I'm going to try to not get Pendragon kicked out because
Yeah.
Of a crazy family member.
yeah,
For sure.
because that's
Cool. What did we think of the board of trustees as an allegory for?
The economy.
Yeah, sure, for the economy.
Just like the economy, they're neither good nor evil.
no, they're horrifically evil. We just
Yeah,
have
they're
to remember.
horrifically evil. Yes,
Yeah.
just like the economy.
Yes. They will suck our blood as much as they want. But
I mean, they don't have a vampire. They suck the blood out of you.
Yeah.
Wait, it's more interesting representation of everything that the economy does.
Is the board of trustees a representation of what?
Of the stages of the economy. One bleeds you dry.
Sure. Yeah, I for the sake of if you want to write your thesis on analyzing my tabletop game, sure, I'll tell you yes. That is, I put exactly that amount of thought into into this something.
It's like when somebody mentions an idea you should have oh yes.
Oh
exactly,
yeah.
that.
The 5 stages of the economy. Yes, of
and
course.
It was something completely off track.
Yeah.
Yeah.
The
I thought that was great. I also loved the really poorly thought out team of adventurers that came in to fight them.
I know, it was just
I kind of wanted to see them fight and just be thoroughly murdered. But at the same time, I'm like, you know what? You're just.
I think it's fully possible that I could take a team of other players and take them through a series of events that take them to this castle with the poison coming out and the darkness, and it's creepy, and it's 5 vampires or 3 it's 3 vampires, a spellcaster, and the lich.
I know my wish now.
Yeah, what's your wish?
I wish more interactions with that group of adventurers.
Okay, Golden Fang 2.
okay.
I just want them to be the comedic of some shenanigan.
I think that it would be interesting
And
to
they have
have an episode where there's a village or a town nearby the castle, isn't
We
there?
are going shopping.
Yeah, sure.
So it would be kind of cool if we could have
Yeah, see them off duty.
Just follow them around. As we're doing our shopping.
Sure, we
just
can.
interact with some townspeople. Maybe we could ask them some questions about what they know about the history of the school, and
Sure.
I can also send
maybe
letters
drink
to my
some
family
beer,
for
go to
history
the
of
bar,
school.
I don't
Mhm.
know. Smoke some weird stuff, get our fortunes told.
Sure. I think you know what
Getting your fortunes told in a fantasy game never leads to anything bad happening ever.
Okay. Here's my pitch. You're sent to go and grab the kids back in Baldur's Gate.
Okay.
That's the big.
fun.
That's the big commerce town nearby where they all went to sleep for the night. That's where you can do your shopping.
That was
That's-
also one. I think that was one of my wishes in one of the other sessions.
Yeah.
To visit like
Yeah.
Baldur's Gate or something
Yeah,
like that.
Baldur. Yeah, sure. We can do Baldur's Gate. I know things about Baldur's Gate. I don't need to read a ton of stuff about Baldur's Gate.
Me either. Oh, wow.
Like, I'm. Don't. I have a lot of secondhand knowledge of that city, and I can just improvise the rest. So we'll be fine.
It also has to be accurate.
Yes, I know it doesn't. If I am not accurate to Candlekeep, it's not an academy at all. It's just a big library in the original lore.
Well, this is one of the many multiple realities where it is a school.
Yeah, exactly. Like, cool. All right, one episode in town coming right next week. This is the end of this episode.
Oh.